and ran with it. Because he was going to call it, what was it? Because we were talking about coming up with a name for it, and he threw out there, I think it was like the Friday night blunt blowdown,
it sounds
I think.
mighty close to a hoedown, only might be a little more on the white side of things. I don't know what white people do if a blowdown's a thing. I don't know.
A blowdown. Oh. The wind's blowing.
Well, we got Keeper of the Strains on his way in here. It's going to be a great time. So, yeah, I guess we're streaming live, and I guess I can't really avoid doing an intro, seeing how we're having a whole bunch of new faces. I was talking with Fluffykins earlier before the show started, and I was like, I don't know if anyone noticed, but I managed to not even do an intro on the last show. It's it's my least favorite part of the whole process is starting the conversation. But once it gets going, then it's awesome, right? So, so we got a bunch of the old usual faces, and I think we're going to have the others along their way here shortly. It's just, you know, some people have stuff to do at the moment. You all know how it is. But so far for new faces, we got Blazing Asian, we've got 71 DPO, and it looks like we've got Keeper of the Strains here. So let's say hi to them, and let's 71 DPO. I've been talking to you for a bit here for the last 45 minutes, half hour, whatever it's been. Let's start off. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. I'm about to take this dab here in just a second once the temperature gets right. But you know, just enjoying talking smoke with the guys right now.
Yeah, I think we're in for a great time here. What are you dabbing on?
I got some Sherb breath from down here. Some of the stuff we get. It's not from the dispensary or anything, you know, but it's nice, you know.
Awesome. Oh, sorry, I just typing here. Blazing Asian, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
What you got smoking on tonight?
Same as 71. Some Sherb, and I got some Clementine.
Nice stuff. There we go. Keeper of the Strains, how are you tonight?
How's it going, guys?
Oh, going really good. How you been, brother? It's nice to meet you. First time.
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, nice to finally meet you guys. I'm doing good, man. Just kicking back, drinking a beer, getting ready to smoke.
Nice. Ain't nothing wrong with the beer. Sorry, my computer's giving me all these notifications right now. It's like, I don't want them. Just be quiet. Leave me alone.
That shit was happening to me last night in class. I was like, oh, man, I'm sitting there trying to listen in class, and I got all these notifications from Cannabis popping up on my laptop. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah. So, Rick, the old guy, how you doing, brother?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. A lot of new faces here. Welcome, everybody.
Awesome. It's awesome, but I think
Right on.
we'll probably get a few more in as the day goes too, or night, whatever it is.
Well, is that the notifications you're getting there? Is that what's going on, or?
I was getting notifications as my computer going beepily bong, and making all these stupid noises I don't want to listen to at the moment. So, Fluffykins, how you doing, bud? Oh, we got no sound from you. And you're not even muted anymore. Are you hooped? Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll try and work on that. And at the very least, you could be like head rabble rouser in the chat as per usual. In there every step of the way so far. So we love having you around. Terperina, how you guys doing over there?
Hey, what's going on, folks? We doing good? We just chilling?
Doing good.
Trying to, you know, just maintaining, doing things.
Yeah.
Smoking bongs.
I hear that.
Yeah, testing a lot of stuff, you know, just trying to get flavors out and, you know, putting some things together. So I just know, you know, how the future is going to go with what I got going on and stuff. And really liking some of the flavors I got going on, really liking the ones I kept, you know, just, you know, staying with my process and sticking with my gut and learning and growing all at the same time. And, you know,
Yeah.
lots of traveling, which sucks. So just waiting for the days where my travels don't have to be as long, you know.
yeah, I'm not a fan of traveling myself. I do a lot of it for work. So if I get a chance to just be at home, that's where I want to be. Like I guess it helps to be a little bit introverted. So I'm not bothered by if I get a week off, if I don't even leave my property, which is, a little over half an acre, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Shit, I got to do late night drives, early mornings,
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
nap.
Yeah, I had to do that. That's actually when the IT department and I, when we first met, we were living about not nearly your distance of driving that you've got to do, but it was a good distance we had to drive every day. Get off work at the mill at like 1:30 in the morning, and then drive not quite 2 hours to her place, and
Night drives.
yeah, it's gets old
Heard-
fast, real fast.
Heard that. But the good news is there's lots of good smells going on, and fuck, man, there's exciting things coming, and really exciting news. I've been in contact with Fluffkins here, and we're gonna get some clones going. I'm gonna make some seeds for the brothers up north. I'm gonna S1 some stuff for you guys of these great phenos. Yeah, I might as well, S1 one for you guys and get those out to you, so at least you can have some of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm starting, speaking of S1ing and solving those freak shows, I posted a few pictures up the other day, and there's only 2 of those phenos that are in, they're still sprouts, so it's hard to say, but there's only 2 that are really drawing my attention right now. The others are just kind of
Lingering.
yeah, whatever,
Yeah,
so
if they linger or they droop to any like little temperature variant, or if I pull the pots out of a tent and put them on a cold floor and they droop on me within an hour, like, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to hold up to that a little bit longer than that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I feel you on that level for sure.
But on the other side, a good flip side of this is my cat piss. Those are looking good. Those are in cocoa. I might be up planting those here real soon. And my arise, which there's 3 of them weren't looking so good. I had 2 looking real good and 3 that were just kind of, you're looking at them going, I might have to call them. Those are starting to catch up and look good. So I might actually keep my 5 phenos to pick and choose from. But either way, as I've said, I'm going to do this sulfing with the silver thiosulfate. That's my New Year's resolution. So there's a good chance that the freak show is going to get sulfed anyways. And I think a lot of people would probably rather that anyways, like, because me and Fluffykins talk about this quite a bit, how we figure it's kind of a grower strain, right? It's a very ornamental more than anything. And so if you could just have that and once again guarantee it's female, it's just less of a headache for a lot of people. So there might be a bit of a market for that at some point.
Oh yeah. I know this headband and this Afghani cross here, there's only 4 variants of the strain. So this one that I'm gonna self and send to you should be it should be a very self-expression of that single one there. So that should be nice.
Yep.
It's about as close to a clone I can get to.
We appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. That's the fucking shitty thing about borders. Sometimes it makes it hard to put things in other people's possession. Yeah, kick-ass shirt. Represent that cannabis. Shout out.
Hey, can you guys hear me yet?
Yep. You got you.
Okay. Hey, looks like Sweet Johnny's in the YouTube chat. He was looking for the meeting ID.
Is he? Oh, okay. Passcode is 710-420. Sorry, guys. I'll see if I can post that in the cannabis link right now that I did, so people can find that. I'm guessing where he's actually. The IT department. We'll get.
I ended up looking at a bunch on that freak show strain today. Just did a bunch of research of what people were saying about it and stuff. And apparently, it's supposed to be a pretty hardy plant. So if you get a couple good ones that pop up, they might be something that can really take a beating and kind of keep on ticking the way they're saying.
I like the sounds of that.
What strain was
the
that?
only real that'd be the freak show.
Oh.
But the only thing I saw, you know, it was saying that it runs like 18% THC around that area. But
It's
I
window weed, and it takes
so
a shit ton of flower.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what though, I'm
yeah,
realizing with this THC count that it does it. I've
it don't
smoked a
mean nothing.
pre-roll with like 17% and then a pre-roll with 32%, and I'm telling you, it's like it's just I
It's
don't
just a
even look
number,
at the
bro.
percentages really anymore because it's just crazy on that aspect, you know.
Yeah, there
But
ain't even no reason to look at it.
yeah.
Well, I do in a sense. Hold on, there is like there is. So, like in the sense of a dispensary, when you go into this, and this is with all food in the grocery market, you'll notice this once I tell you this, and you start looking for it. But when you go there and you buy the stuff that are in grams, your stuff that are in grams and medical facilities, they're going to put the most potent stuff. They're going to advertise their most potent stuff, which means the top of their colas and their good tall branches, their side branches. They're going to take those 1 gram nugs, and those are going to test higher. So they're going to have a chart in the back on the wall there that their weekly tests of terpenes and THC levels, and they're going to test at different levels. The 1 grams, I know in most medical facilities, they'll have testing for 1 gram, they'll have testing for 3.5 gram, and they'll have testing for 7 gram. And each testing will be different. And the ones that are 1 gram are always going to test a little bit higher in that percentage. So say it is a strain that's 15.7% in the 3.5, but then tests 16.73% in the 1 gram. So it tests slightly higher. But it still tests low, but it has a lot of those terpenes, so it gets the entourage effect, which gets you higher, and that's what you guys are talking about. But if you look at when you go to the dispensary, live that 1 gram life. I'm telling you, man, that's where you get the good smoke from. Yeah, and then the harvest eats too, you know. So you'll notice the 1 grams are where it's at.
Yeah.
And when you go shopping for fruit at the grocery store, you know, when they cut the fruit up for you and they put it in the, you know, they separate blueberries and raspberries and blackberries. That's going to be the best tasting fruit out of all of them because they're going to put all the best tasting fruit in those the ones that you pay too much money for, but that's what you're paying for. I mean,
Right on.
it's
The
real
convenience tax.
talk, dude. I'm for
That's the
real.
convenience tax. Yeah.
It's not, it's just, that's what they do with fruit, man. It's the same thing.
I mean, personally, when I go to look for the good stuff, you know, I mean, if it don't smell right, you know, if it ain't loud, if it ain't punching me in the face, and I know it ain't really gonna be that great. I don't care if it says 35% or not.
Oh, we don't know that till we open it here.
No,
Yeah, we don't know that
I
till we
know
open
that's
it.
I know that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
I'm trying to help you make you shop wise, though, you know, when you go to the dispensary.
Appreciate it. Yeah, you definitely got to learn to do that fast.
Yeah, down, you know, in our way, yeah, you got to ask somebody who goes to the dispensary and then be like, hey, how good was that stuff? And then you buy that stuff off good recommendation. Don't just go over there just shooting in the breeze trying to get what you think's good because it ain't gonna work.
And then the opposite flipping that in dabs is when you can buy them big old 7 and 12 gram jars.
Oh, they don't even
That's
play
where
that
you
here.
get that's where you get your fire.
The most we have here is 2 gram jars, and that's like special.
I don't even think I've seen a 2 gram jar here yet. I've never seen over a grammer.
Our best dabs are the half gram slag or things they had, man. Those are the best ones they have. It's crazy.
What are your dabs worth down there?
Way too much.
We're
paying like top shelf, like
70.
good dabs at a dispensary down here is like 75 medical. Rec, you're paying $100 easy.
For a gram?
Yeah, like 120, 130 a gram.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually they're pretty cheap up here then.
Yeah.
Well,
and a lot of other states are cheap. I mean, our neighboring states are cheap.
Okay, I got you.
Like I said, states are just completely different here, man. And you can be like on the border of one state, have a foot in here and pay like 70, have another foot over here and pay like 30. So
yeah, because I was like, I've never bought concentrates from one of our dispensaries because they're not worth the price. I can get them cheaper through the free market. But I was in Kelowna working last summer, and like we had just started being able to sell concentrates in BC, and they were charging like $80 for a half gram of, I forget what kind of hash it was. The guy swears it was great stuff, and I'm like talking $80 for a half gram of anything, man. Like that's
Hey, Terp, you squishing anything tonight?
No, not tonight.
No.
Hey, did anybody else get real
I
excited?
already squished something, but I gotta wait till it dries out because it's all early squish, you know.
Yeah. I'm stoked to be able to start doing that one day.
Yeah.
Hey, did anybody else get real excited like after we got off last week and like right when I shut down our feed and we got done talking last week, that Subcool video popped up on his channel? Anybody else see that?
Which one?
The new stuff. Somebody's dropping some of his old stuff that he recorded but never released. So they got like on his channel,
page?
they got a rebirth. Yeah.
I didn't get a notification for that.
Yeah, dude, it went live like right after we got off the other day.
Oh, yeah, I turn social media off sometimes, and I just got to get away from it because it's not healthy.
so.
That ain't no kidding.
I just want to quickly butt in here. We've had Sweet Johnny and Durd, and I don't know how to pronounce that. There's too many weird words in there. So we got Dritz in the house with us, joining us.
Pretty much everybody. We all bullshit online, obviously. You know? So
Hey, At Profit's trying to get on. He's having trouble getting on right now.
Who's that?
At Profit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking with him, that I started talking with Sweet Johnny, trying to get him on. Okay, I got to go to work on that. I'm gonna mute myself here.
How long you had that press, Turk?
Not very long. Got it technically for
Who knows?
Christmas or something from Turparina.
Right on,
So
right on.
yeah, it was a nice gift. One of them things we probably shouldn't have bought right away when we did, but we did.
We're
Hey.
using it more now, though.
But we're using it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice. How about you? What you got going on over there? I don't ever hear from you anymore, so I don't know what's going on with you.
Yeah, man. It's just I got this 110. I got a new 1010. I got the Canon going on. It's loving it over there. I got two about to flip to 12 and 12. It's my first photo run, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I ran those 2 runs of autos.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got a 2x4 over here that I'm gonna be using for veg that I'm gonna put over at my buddy's place so I can stay within plant limits for the lawman. And
Right.
and get this. I'm excited, run this first flower out. So, and then this
Can
next
anyone hear
run.
me?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I figured it out. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty stoked on that. This next run, I'm going to be doing living soil. I'm starting off with Sohum, and then I'll be doing some top dressing amendments and stuff. Fluffkin's helping me out through that. I really appreciate all the advice he's been giving me on that, and helping me out setting up this little new tent I got going on and helping my atmosphere and stuff like that. So I really appreciate all that.
Oh yeah.
Always, man. Oh yeah. I appreciate
Just don't
it.
forget
It's just
to
fun to have
exhaust your
somebody to
fans
talk
every
to.
night. Make sure you got fans exhausting in those tents every night.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You'll walk into it.
I fell asleep
with
the other
raindrops
night.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll hit that zipper and you'll roll it down and you'll go, oh shit, nobody breathe. Nobody breathe.
No, my alarm went off the other night
But
because
there's just water just ready to drip off those walls and you're just like,
Hey, Blazing Asian, you know about that?
Yeah, I had that problem, man.
It's a quick, easy fix. It really is.
Hey, he's popping his cherry right now with his first setup.
He's just started his girl. Oh.
Yeah.
Even if you just get one of those small what are those small little 6-inch fans, you know, that
Mhm.
little rotating tent fans that you can clip onto the bar. Take
Yeah.
one of those and reverse that around in one of your side holes on the top,
Mhm.
and it'll
Okay.
fit with its head sticking out, and it'll kind of hold on to it, so it just kind of points down. And then what I do is I plug it in outside of the tent, so it's just constantly exhausting air out of that tent.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
exhausting a lot of air. It's not like an inline fan or nothing.
I got an
And
inline
some
in
of
there
those
right now.
inline fans can suck your tent in, quite crazy, and you don't want to get that. But if you take one of those 6-inch fans and you flip it around and you put it inside that hole right there, that's what I do. And I leave that running all the time, and I don't ever worry about moisture, the dew point going, past the VPD curve and you losing it there. So I never, and it's cheap just to run that little fan. So there's a tip, and I do it.
I definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna put that in the veg because I took the inline out of my veg tent, put it in my flower tent.
Yeah, dude, I got
What's
it.
up, Prophet?
Looks like his audio is just connecting right now. He might not be all fully hooked up yet.
I'll tell you what, that
It
conversation
might be slow like I
this morning was cracking me the fuck up. And
Look at this
talking about
hunt
having
for
to
a
wash
red
hands when you
October.
get up.
That looks great, Terp. What's that?
Black cherry Maduro.
That even sounds great.
Shit, you know it's green.
It's
It sounds great.
it tested pretty low, like 14-something%, but it's got a hell of an entourage effect because it fucking hits like the granddaddy purple. It's got that indica feeling to it.
Fucking in the couch.
We got a grower up in the area that does huckleberry soda purple, and it's probably the most purple pheno I've ever seen. It's insane, and it's really good stuff too. So shout out to Canada's finest figure. So sweet Johnny,
Canada's
I see
finest.
you got someone with you there. Who you got watching with you there, buddy? Hanging out.
That's my Uncle Ronnie.
How's it going, Uncle Ronnie?
What's up, Uncle Ronnie?
He just got on cannabis and started growing about 4 months ago.
Hey, welcome to the family, brother.
Thank you.
What are you guys smoking on over there?
Some cheetah piss.
I've been hearing a lot about this cheetah piss lately, actually. I've never heard of it until maybe a month ago, and now it seems to be everywhere.
I'd recommend it. I was smoking on some Brick House earlier, thanks to a good buddy. I love visits. 311 came to visit today. We smoked some of that Brick House. That was pretty good.
Nice. I like the sounds of that. That sounds pretty good.
Casualty.
It happens.
I ate too many gummies.
We've all been there a time or two before, I'm sure.
Eat the ropes.
Yo.
Eat the ropes.
Yeah, right. Did I get this thing working?
Well, we can hear you. How you doing,
Oh,
bro?
thank God. I've been sitting here for 5 minutes with no noise or anything. I'm like,
we got you now, brother. Nice.
yeah, I'm like so retarded.
These jars work phenomenal. These high lids. I want to give a shout out to high lids. These things are amazing. I
That's
never
pretty
have
dope.
any guesswork. I don't have something clinking around inside my jars anymore. I can just set it off. And when I see that fucker hit 70, I can just I don't ever have to worry about it anymore. It's so damn convenient.
High jar. Fuck yeah.
High lid.
High
What's that
lid.
run of lid?
Hey, Turk. Hey, Turk.
What's going on?
I want to give you a shout out for turning me on to these.
Hey, those motherfuckers are bad.
Banana cream.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my favorite, man. I love
I
that.
bought it thinking about you this morning when I bought it.
Yes.
I was looking for that new one and I couldn't find it yet, but it'll be here in about a week and a half.
Yeah, we just got passion fruit ones and strawberry margarita ones.
Strawberry. I won't even smoke out of papers hardly anymore. Right.
I keep trying to switch over to the air riser like more and more, but the joints just keep pulling me back. I just can't put them down.
Dude, I love joints.
It's just they're amazing.
Oh, bowl.
Yeah, I got a vaporizer kicking my ass.
Abs, vapes.
Hey, did Profit make it on yet?
Yeah, I'm right here, you stone bastard.
Hey, I know I want to tell you, dude, I fucked up. I accidentally made a double oats, but they're good.
Oh, yeah. They stable?
They're stable. They're good. Yeah, they turned out.
Nice. I can tell by the look on your face.
Yeah. Yeah. That plus I should have been.
Hey, how you doing tonight, bud?
Indica B
How's
in the
it going,
house.
fellas?
Made it.
It's good to hear from you.
Hey, Indica B made it. I'm trying to roll something, but I need more than like 2 hands.
I know. I wish I had like 4 hands, 4 legs, a couple robot arms.
Yo, they try to tell
If I
me.
had another head and another brain that could just operate while the other one sleeps, that'd be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. I gotta say though, they try to tell me we're from monkeys, and we lost our tail. But wouldn't it be convenient having a tail that you could do something with?
Shit, yeah, I could bounce around, man. That'd be great.
How you do it? Oh man, there's so many uses to a tail.
Think
Come
about
on.
how many times you wouldn't fall down because your tail would catch your step. You know, you'd be like, "Oh shit, oh, tail's got me."
Think about
Tail's
driving
got
a stick shift and holding a coffee. I'm talking about the easy shit,
I like
the
the
hard
idea.
shit, opening the door while carrying 2 bags.
It's the little things.
That thing's nice. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You want to tell me we just lost that appendage because it was useless? I find that really hard to swallow.
So what you think? You think somebody just was like, no more tails, and just started taking all the tails off till we stopped growing tails?
No, I don't think evolution is actually true. The lack of transitional fossils actually brings me to that conclusion.
This
Everything
right
was
here
bigger, but nothing's ever changed.
makes me believe in S1s more and more and more and more.
That shit
I
right
feel
there.
like if the genetics are strong enough, and S1 is pretty. I think it's gonna be okay.
Well, we're all not F1s.
S1.
S1, sorry. We're all not S1s.
No, but I think like it's fantastic. This was a reverse S1 that was given to me by Noob Gross. Shout out to Noob Gross for that Blueberry Sunset.
Shit
Got
sounds
some
nice.
fucking dark drip coming your way soon, buddy. So
Hey, Dad, you signed the waiver. I'm going to put some bubble hash and keef in this.
Okay.
All right. You got the
Send it.
DNR, right?
Yes.
Okay.
DNR.
Do not resuscitate. Got it.
Do not resuscitate. That was supposed to go on my eyelids at some point. I don't know what happened.
I actually thought about it across my chest, so when they opened up the freaking my shirt to do it, it'd be right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, mail call. My DGC welcome to the club kit showed up in the mail today.
Hey, that's the next thing I'm doing next time I get a payday is DGC.
We'll see what kind of goodies they sent up here. Ourselves a DGC sticker.
I got a little slapper.
Yeah, that'll be going right onto the Bud Buster. I promise you that. And that's the one I've been wanting there. My high functioning stoner card. I've been telling my foreman at work that it gives me the right to be as high at work as I want, and I just whipped this out, and it's all good. Yeah, management might think very differently of that. I don't think I'll test the waters on that one. So.
I'm my own boss, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh man, I wish that's the dream right there. There's a bunch of us working towards that, and we'll get there. It's just gonna take some time, elbow grease, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of basically shorthand retired because I got to collect. So freaking, I got nothing but time, after catching cancer. So
Yeah.
they basically, I got nothing but time. It gets to the point where I get
Why
bored.
Did you chase? Gotcha.
Right? Don't ask me really hard questions right now like that.
Yeah.
Like, why did I chase cancer to catch it? I don't know.
What's happening at band camp?
Oh, you're fucking. Oh, fuck. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I had to take it back. That was great.
That's super great.
Guys, low on light here, but I got a fucking disc of bubble hash here. Wait, hold on. Can I line up my camera? Oh, there's my camera. There we go. Breaking this up. I don't remember the name of any of this because we got handed 3 strains, so
I don't know.
we're gonna call this a salad.
A salad.
Yeah, just a salad,
Just a quick little toss salad for the evening.
Shit, I was up in Alaska. They had some weed up there, and it was called That's It. It's It.
Yeah.
It was called It's It.
It's
It's it, huh?
It's It, and it was good.
Nice.
I like the sound of that.
It was it.
Super big, and I'm like, I'm smoking. It's it. It's it.
Yeah.
It's it.
Well, there was many a puns that came after
Oh
that
shit.
over and over. So, all right. So we got some new people on here. I know I was talking about some clones and stuff earlier.
Yep.
What's everybody got going in their garden? Like, what are you most excited about? Like, do you have something stashed away in your garden that you're just really excited about that you're growing? Why are you excited about it? What's it showing you? Let's talk some real cannabis talk here. So, what are you looking for when you're looking to keep something? How do you do mothers? How do you do clones of clones?
I do
How do you
mothers
make your
raw.
decisions? I want to hear from you.
I have the headband 818, which I'm actually kind of interested in right now, and the GMO and the wedding cakes. That's what I'm working on right now. And veg and flower, I got the Holy Grail that I've been posting and the DK Orange. I've been running the same strains for a few years. I'm kind of hooked on the coffee and the Grindica, and I got a, kind of a fake oldie but goodie.
I got it with my old man, yeah, I'm really enjoying those coffee strains myself, especially the ones that come attached with fuel. For me, I think of like coffee and fuel in the morning, and you obviously know that flavor and that taste I'm talking about.
Yep.
That zing that comes off the tip of your tongue when you hit that thing, and not the zing of what I'm talking about, that fuel, and some of those coffee terps and those deep chocolate notes and those chocolate terps, man, it's got some of the best fire I've seen, and that's kind of what I found in that chocolate lava cake at Katsu's, man. I was just so ecstatic when I found this thing, coming from the famous chocolate or chocolate diesel,
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
What about you, Indica B? How's your garden doing? I know you just got done doing some teas and stuff.
Yeah, man. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I was just coming on, just listening to you guys. That's all before I said anything, but.
What's up, Indica?
What's up, man? Yeah, no, yeah, I just got done working, dude, actually. So I'm gonna put up a video tomorrow, but just put in a nice little clone bean starter, I guess, area you can call it. And then got the other tent going and the big room going, got the trellis now. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff going on. But, besides that, man, not much else. My mom's been in the hospital, so I've been just taking care of her. She's finally home. So just taking care of her, making sure she's good, man, and just working some other business avenues that are going on, some positive things. So hoping some big things coming up soon, and yeah, that's really about it going on my way right now.
Man, I'm glad to hear that your mom's doing better, and I know that
Yeah,
Turparina and I had both said some, some kind words and stuff, and I know that you were in my prayers. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit introvert the way I am. I'm not always as getting back to people as I should, so I apologize ahead of time. I get weird sometimes, so.
No, man, you don't need to explain yourself or apologize, bro. I appreciate the love from everybody.
I was gonna share my tea bucket here too.
Yeah, man. So yeah, let her know, man. It put tears in her eyes, and just
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
sorry to hear about your mom, man.
yeah, it was unexpected, man. My mom's crazy, I guess. She went 4 days with her appendix bursted inside her.
Oh,
She went like that for 4 days, and then when they finally operated on her Sunday morning, when she got rushed to the hospital, I guess when the doctor went in, usually above your belly button, just to pull it out, they had to go in 4 other ways because when it bursted, it flipped and then it moved like 4 centimeters inside of her, I guess.
wow.
Now she's got bags hanging out of her at home, letting the fluid still drain out because she still got all that shit all in her, I guess. And so yeah, I guess it was pretty serious, My mom, she's a tough one, I guess, So
That's good.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it, man. I'm just spinning one up because I was running late and didn't have time to roll up. But then I was gonna show you guys what we got coming up for a little giveaway over here. I'm gonna give away
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're gonna get into that. I wanted to share it tonight. First night, Friday night, all of us together, man, and let you guys see it first. And then it's gonna be the first giveaway through Cariboo Hart TV show, and for me hitting 575 on Cannabis, I never thought I'd get that many followers. So yeah, just to give back to everybody, give everybody a chance. A little package thing set up over here. I'll show you guys in a minute. And yeah, that's about all. I'm just blessed and happy and thankful to be here with all you guys tonight, man. And believe it, stress and fucking smoke out, man. So I love it.
Sweet Johnny will be back downstairs here in a minute.
Hey, Johnny, next time we do this, remind me to steal my wife's computer.
Yeah. I'll let him know.
Hey, I got a question for somebody. I got some clones coming in, right? And so I have an empty 2x4, and I want to integrate some a good like quarantine technique. Does anybody have any advice on how to do a little quarantine?
Have a separate light where you could actually take them like completely out of the room and maybe spray them for mold or whatever, just preemptively, even if it doesn't have it for a few days. Is that what you're worried about? Bugs and transferring stuff?
Yeah, just anything, and just not for this one, just any clone coming in for any future thing. You know what I mean? I just would like a good integration technique or something. If somebody has something tried and true that works for them.
See, I do my clones and I give them really long roots. So when I give them away or whatever, it's not in a medium. So I actually hand out my clones so that anybody can deal with it in their way and they don't have to worry about transference of bugs or anything like that. But I mean, realistically,
You should always dunk clones though before you send them.
Should always what?
Dunk them.
Dunk them. Oh yeah, I spray them. I mean, I
What
don't
do you use?
I use a mix between cast iron soap, the spinsenoid, and neem oil.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've used neem oil too. I got away from that stuff. There's a really great product out there from Build a Soil called EM5, and it's made from fermented apple juice, and it's got some EM1 in there. And it's a fantastic product all around. I mean, you can completely cleanse your entire garden with it, and
at any stage.
Definitely recommended. What's that?
You can do that at any stage, or is that just through veg or what?
Yep, any stage, safe on flowering plants, everything. So I
Yeah,
use it for everything. It's a great product. Just don't overuse it. It's fermented. You know what I mean? It's acidic. It's fermented.
oh, so we can drink it. Nice.
Use it with distilled water. Yeah, it's safe for humans and plants, but I don't know if you can drink it. I'm not going to say that because
I heard fermentation. I was thinking I can get, you know,
it's
nice
got
buzz bubble.
EM1 in it, which is an inoculant. So
Ooh. Actually, that sounds actually pretty good. You know, the problem is it's taken me a while to get through the last bottle of neem oil I've gotten. I bought a lot of stuff in bulk, so
yeah,
it's taken me like over a year to like finally decimate my supply and have to resupply, you know.
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I came across this great nutrient. It's called Vitagrow, and I get it in like 10 pounds worth, you know. I compare them to raw. You've heard of raw, obviously.
Yep, I use their enzymes and stuff.
I've used the whole line and I love it because it isolates every single thing. And but I found with the Vitagrow, it has a good mix with it. It's all water soluble, and yeah, it's a really good product. It's got a high range in the NPK, which definitely interested me because, you know, I want to pump that thing full of potassium and phosphorus while it's in flower.
It's a powder based nutrient, right?
Yes, sir.
Powder water soluble mix and axial mix.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually just recently I'm trying to cycle through some of my biological salt nutrients as well, because I ran the Flora Nova program for such a long time, you know,
Right.
and that's a mixture of both, because, you know, if you use the expert line, you know, it's got all the humics in all the salt and phosphate based, you know, nutrients. So
Folic acid.
I picked up some of that veg bloom stuff, and it's a powder base, you know, it's got the Staxwell and all that stuff, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
Really
they
easy
have,
to use. It's
they have an
incredible.
all-in-one package.
Less wasteful. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and for me, man, like I said to you too in a message there, bro. Biggest thing, man, just make sure you know where your cones are coming from, dude. I don't give a fuck if you dunk it, you slam dunk it, Dunkarooski. You just know where they're coming from, man. You know,
yeah.
You know, make sure, you know, my thing is, man, I gotta step foot in your garden to receive a clone from you, point blank and simple, because the operation, how I run my operation downstairs, I'm so clean, man. You could eat off the floor down there. You know, so it's just, you know, it's on you, man. I just don't, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to ever see anybody fuck themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but just keep that in mind too, man. You know, with a nice like
run microbes.
Just know where it comes from, man. You know what I mean? Know that grower. You know.
That's a
Sure.
legit statement.
And run microbes.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
So if you run, I'm just going to say this because I know that this is a scientific fact, that if you run microbes and you run beneficials and you have a healthy rhizophagus, rhizosphere, and you have a healthy root system, whether it be hydroponic or whether it be soil of cocoa or cocoa peat, whatever it is, if those microbes and that microbial environment have your stuff in check, if there's viruses in your soil or there's viruses in your genetics and stuff, they are going to correct that over time. So I don't really I don't run completely sterile environments. I use microbes in everything I do.
Oh yeah,
Different
if you make
stages
use
and
of
different
microbes,
kinds of
you're working too
microbes.
hard.
But I run a biocatalyst system, and it works out perfect.
Which brand do you use? I actually use Great White.
I use a mixture of things actually, and for different stages. I have some recharge in my garden. I have Great White in my garden. I have Rootwise biocatalyst in my garden. I have Rootwise microbial in my garden. I have homemade microbes in my garden. I have Mammoth P in my garden. I have a mixture of things, and I use different things for different systems. You know, hydro. I'll run different kinds of stuff. soil cocoa peat, I'll run different kinds of stuff. Soil, I'll run different kinds of stuff. And I'll
You're doing different types of growth right now. You're doing different types of growth.
Yep.
I did that before. I tried every type of growth system, and I stuck to the cocoa, and that was it. You know,
cocoa peat is really dope. I'm really enjoying that. I'm throwing a little living only soil LOS in there with it too. And I'm unlocking some things, so I'm really liking it.
I mean, the ebb and flow system that I got, it's a brain bucket system. The plants grew at such a rapid rate. It was amazing, but I kept finding the switch would trip. And if I didn't pay attention to it, the system, either the water would get stuck in the reservoir and leaving the plants to basically, you know, have no water in the buckets, or it would trip and they would basically drown because it wasn't flowing back out 3 hours later for them to get air in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you're talking ebb and flow. I've never ran ebb and flow, so
It's a good system if you can nail it down. But if you know you try to go fully automated with everything, like I did, because it wasn't my house, it was my grow house in the area. If something just goes wrong in one spot and you're not there, and you think everything's just going accordingly, it could be a mess, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. My rule of thumb with everything is less moving parts, the better. So
Yeah, I gave up all automation. Lights on by me, lights off by me. Yeah. Take that, yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
Mister. No, it's ma'am.
Yeah.
Johnny, you look big.
what you got going on in your garden, Fluffkins?
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about my garden right now. You know, when I first, this is only my second grow actually, besides that autoflower, and the first one was all Girl Scouts. So that's all I've grown is Girl Scout pretty much. And for me, she's kind of a temperamental little filly, and I'm just losing interest in that. But I got a lot of good genetics in my lineup now, thanks to 311. And I'm running some Lemon Jeffrey, some in-house Garlic Platinum, some Shredder. I got White Devil. That's a pretty nice autoflower. That's my solo cup one. And then today I just got blessed with a Bog Sour Bubble. Threw it in the room and took some clones off it. Did it again. I realized what I did wrong on my first ones. I had the cloner tray sitting on the floor, and my basement floor gets cold. I stuck my finger in there, and the motherfucker pulled them out, and they were all curled up trying to run away. But I got all three of them coming back. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm having fun. You know, 6 months ago when I got on Cannabis, I couldn't even pop seeds. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I'm just blessed and thankful. And you know, I couldn't afford going to the dispensary to get my meds.
I've never even heard of such a thought. It's never even crossed my mind. I know too many growers. I would never go to a dispensary. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, me neither. But I went ahead and got my medical card, so
Adoptable.
now I'm legal. Now it's beautiful.
I did it once just for the experience.
Me too.
Hey, just try and take a second. Think about it for a minute and think about outside of the box about why somebody would want to purchase from the dispensary as a grower.
Probably
If you think long and hard enough, you'll find a very good, useful reason for it. I promise you.
To obtain strains that you're not growing and to try new strains that you may want to grow.
Hey,
I can see the point.
I can admit to that. I'm always going to my local dispensary, man. I got my med card. Just I'm on the hunt, man. I want to see what's out there, man. I want to make sure my shit that's hitting the, you know, my patients and stuff, man, it is better than that. You know what I mean? That's why I need to make sure I'm on my game. You know what I mean? And that's what I do for myself. You know, so I'm always. I do that, and then I know where I live, state of Massachusetts, man. You can have up to 2.5 ounces with a medical card, man. In your
Hey yo,
get pulled over and nothing can happen. You know
hey yo, 401.
But yeah, I like supporting the dispensary. You know, it supports the industry, and I love going up there and just getting me a couple pre-rolls when I'm pretty close. Like I got that Cherry Kim Dog. If you haven't had it, I recommend it.
Actually, yes, I've had that. That's really good.
That does sound really freaking amazing, actually.
Yeah, that does sound really good.
It got me stuck in my
anything.
Well, we got to pause in the conversation for a second.
I
Can
believe
I
Blaze
just,
Navy.
can I just shout out Opie here real quick? He couldn't be with us tonight, and we're gonna blaze a joint for him here. So I told him we'd light one up for him, and this one's for you, Opie. He's at work right now, I believe. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Can
Here's
he do
you,
the
Opie,
logo
bro. Don't work too hard, man.
Okay.
And in case the people that are watching, who is Opie that designed this logo behind me? Right there. He did that up and he sent that into me. So that's gonna be my background for the foreseeable future because that's badass. So thank you so much, Opie, and give him a follow on Cannabis. He's the Solo Cup Challenge guy, so you should be following him anyways. Keeper of the Strains, how you doing over there?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm off mute.
That's good.
I'm pretty high right now, actually. I took
You
pretty big dabs. I'm feeling pretty good.
Way to be. Are you a grower yourself?
Yeah, well, actually, I just got into it. So I got a couple running some autos right now.
Okay, what are you running for autos?
I got some cream cookie and I got some lemon skunk going. One of the lemon skunk I'm gonna do for the solo cup.
What kind of light you rocking?
I got 150 150 watt.
Right. It's the start. And then it gets pretty addictive, man.
Yeah, man, it does. I could have bit to that, man.
I got
Is
a
that
lot
too
of
small,
growth with it.
Caribou?
Is it too small? I couldn't tell you. Hey, what size is it?
I'm gonna say tiny guy size.
Tiny guy size? No.
I think it'll fit you. It's a Tool shirt. Do you like Tool? I didn't know.
I love Tool.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So I picked
early
right then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're kind of, I look at Tool as they're kind of like my generation's Pink Floyd. And I look at Pink Floyd as, yeah, they wrote a lot of really good music, but they also wrote a lot of spacey, airy stuff that
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
a little
how
bit
old are
out
you?
there for me, but they both have like some really rocking good stuff. So yeah, Tool's good.
Caribou, how old
What's
are
up?
you, man?
I just turned
How old
39
are you?
last month.
All right, so we are of the same generation X.
Yeah.
Because I just turned 41, so yes, I have to agree with you to what the Pink Floyd
I might
of
be the
our
oldest.
generation.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they've wrote a lot of really good stuff, but it's just, it seems like to me, the more they go on, it's just, they do more and more of the just spaced out airy stuff. And it just kind of, I'm not into the 10-minute, I got to be in the certain mood to listen to 10, 15-minute songs, right? I guess is the best way to put it. And I'm not in that mood as often as I am to listen to 3 to 5 minute songs. So, and plus the 3 to 5 minute
That's
songs,
true.
when you're listening to them in the headphones at work, swinging a chainsaw around, you get something that is, yeah, works better for me. That's my preference anyways, but yeah, still a great band.
I agree with that, man, for sure.
So, Blazing Asian, we haven't heard from you in a bit. Are you a grower yourself or
I just started.
just started? What do you got growing right now?
Got auto. What was it? Sour diesel.
Ooh, that sounds great. sour diesel. It was a photo period, not auto, but that was my first thing I ever grew. It was sour D, and I love that. So wouldn't mind getting back to that at some point in time, having that in the rotation.
Yeah, I mean it's very new to me, so I'm just learning, and hopefully I don't kill them all. So
Oh yeah, I snagged up some pretty good sour D myself.
Did you?
I can't wait to crack into those. Yeah, I got some of those from Noob as well.
Huh.
I imagine that the lineage of it comes from I don't know. Hopefully somewhere along the line, Josh G.
That Sours diesel seed actually came from Sticky Bob. Sticky
Nice.
Bob sent that one out. He sent me that one and a couple I don't know, a few other seeds, and so we decided to pop that one. That was a feminized one. Go ahead and make sure it's a nice female for him to start off with, you know what I mean? Get him going.
Hell yeah.
I got a sour D in the room that I just sent to Flower a week ago.
Oh yeah.
Looks nice, man. What's that?
That is headband cross Afghani.
That looks tasty. Ooh,
That's HA.
looks frosty too, huh?
Oh, super frosty.
Super.
I keep hearing good stuff about that headband.
It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh,
God,
it's
the
been one of my
7-7
favorites for a long time.
I love that blueberry headband, man. During the day, that stuff's just God, killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's what I
a
got.
there's a
I got the
blueberry.
818.
There's gonna be a blueberry sunset clone that's gonna get self. And it's gonna. I think I'm gonna pollinate one of the headband Afghanis with it and see what I get out of that.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
I had a buddy just get some of that blueberry headband live sugar. That shit was insane.
Ooh, that sounds tasty.
That was insane.
I've
Yeah,
had,
we're about to
I've
make
had the
some
blueberry
shit.
sauce, blueberry headband sauce, man. That stuff's tasty. It's phenomenal.
No doubt.
I'm gonna do.
Can somebody explain to me the differences in all the concentrates, like the batters and all this and stuff? Like what differentiates one from the other? Because you've heard me say it before. If you've watched the other shows, I'll say it again. We're kind of like ass backwards in Hickville where I'm at, and like I hear like say Ross to Jeff when he's doing the intro to his show. He'll like a batter, a jam, a this or a that. Yeah, is it just different consistencies of the same kind of product?
Yeah, I think it's the ability,
Basically,
you know, the basis of stability. I mean, is what you want to kind of call it. You know?
Okay, I kind of wondered about that because one of my favorite pressing rosin is once I get it all pressed and put into wherever I'm going to store it, I'll let it take kind of like a sugary consistency to it. That's where I like it the best right there. And then when you hand that out to the friends, they just see that and they shit because they're used to seeing it kind of more just sticky or a dry crumble type of shape.
So yeah, we don't get any of like the rosins or anything like that, any of the solventless where we're at. Blazing Asian was just showing a nice batter right there. When it's like a batter, that just means it's kind of whipped. You know, they're whipping it. I don't know all of it, man, to tell you the truth, but you know, I know the difference between the live and the live and sugar and the batter and stuff, but I don't know all the different extraction processes because with Illinois, they're so fucking strict with everything. That's why it's just so expensive right now. That and they package it in like so much shit. They're basically selling
I got
packages.
the answer right here.
Okay, there we go.
I used to make
Right.
shatter.
So shatter is where it's very pure. It's at its oil-based batter form, right? And then there you got solventless and solvent extraction. And solventless obviously is extracted through hash, right? And so that's where you get your different BHOs from. But when shatter is solidified, it then becomes sugar wax. So when you take that liquid shatter and you solidify it, it then becomes a sugar wax.
Now, is this changing the THC? Like, obviously, strength in any way? Or is it just to have a different, I don't know, consistency?
Yeah, it has to do with the alkaloids evaporating off, and I haven't been able to get into this part right yet because I'm going over advanced breeding techniques and stuff right now, and so I haven't got to touch into that stuff. I've just been able to glance over it, and I'm in the beginning stages of my solvent game, so I'm turning to the man Caribou here because actually I've been waiting to talk to you so we could go over the honey oil thing because I think I'm about ready to throw a zip into doing some little honey oil here. So maybe you could explain to all of us.
Hey, let me say one. Yeah, let me
make
say one thing too. Before you go, Caribou, too. Go check my boy out at Toasted Honey, man, on Cannabis. He's my right hand man. He's my solvent guy. We actually have a whole shed facility set up at his house and to do CO2 and we do butane extractions over there. So go check him out too, man. He knows his shit very, very well when it comes to this. But go ahead, Caribou.
Yeah, hey, Indica B, I liked his page and I went on there and was looking for some of his stuff.
Yeah, he's so
he doesn't
busy.
post a lot.
He's with me with the business, man. He's my guy, man, dealing with all the lawyers and all that stuff right now. So he's been
So
pretty,
if we want to
pretty
get in touch
busy.
with this guy, how do we do that?
Let
We
me.
can't just message people anymore on
He's
Cannabis.
gonna be at my house, man. I'm gonna try getting him on the show more, so he can sit here with me and talk with all of us and shit like that. So
Yeah, dude.
he was supposed to be here tonight, but something came up, so he's gonna be here tomorrow. But I want to get him on here too because he really knows when it comes to that stuff, man. He's very, very, very smart with it, talented with it. So yeah. So yeah.
Gordon Lunis was a good Marine. You don't know what drove everything like, but we want to remember the good thing. Like how from a certain angle, some people would say,
Yeah, go ahead, Caribou.
like
What were you gonna say?
Oh, sorry. The wife was over here having a conversation with me, and I didn't realize I was unmuted. Yeah.
Here's one I call menagerie. They don't all have titles though. It's not a
Who's got the TV going on in the background? People are gonna have to start muting themselves. They're not talking.
So, Alex living
So,
you know, like commemorative plate. But
next thing to yak about.
With cold indifference, you beat-headed prick. Hey, keep it down. Just our luck. Menagerie beneath the bolder people of granite or sepet. I can't take it anymore, Rick. Black,
Hey, at least it's Rick and Morty. I don't know. Hey, I got a question. When's a good time to start like a trellis, right? So you want to start that in late veg and before the pre stretch or what? I was gonna ask Indica. Oh, he's back now. Indica B.
Oh yeah. I was just, you guys see that stuff on the table there?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's good. That's the package that's getting ready for the giveaway, guys. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So for the show here.
I like the sound of that.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a whole clone setup, man. It's gonna come with 2 Lux clone lights, man. They're not, they're decent lights. I got extra ones left over. pH up and down, timer, root cubes, the whole tray, clone X, and then I might even throw some beans in there too, man. So yeah, you guys are the first ones to hear about it. It's gonna be coming out sometime next week. I'm gonna post it on Cannabis to help promote the show and other things as well. So guys, look out for that coming up.
Much to learn from you.
I know, right?
That's a nice little setup.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So shit. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet for like the giveaway, but I haven't figured it out yet. But we'll post something up probably next week. And yeah, it'll be a little setup there to get someone going, man, and give everybody in Cannabis a chance to win it. So you guys are the first to hear about it now, and I'll post something up probably, like I said, in a few days. Take a picture or something, and let everybody else get a chance. So.
What are you doing?
What did you say it was? A cloner?
Yeah, so it's like you pretty much
That's dope as hell, Indica B.
this whole
I mean,
thing will get you set up to either start beans or clones, man. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's a hell of a giveaway. I mean, yeah, you guys should
Yeah,
go.
the lights are
Go hit
$100,
Indica B
man.
up.
The Lux lights, man. They're one of the top line lights out there. They're 9,000K, man. They're 2 little strips, dude. They're nice. So those are extra left over. They're just sitting here collecting dust, man. So I want to give back to the community, and give new growers, people like that, a chance, man, to get a chance to win this stuff. You know what I mean? So and become successful like all of us. So we all can make this world better, man. We all can be doing this. You know what I mean? All the time.
That's really
So,
cool, man. And thanks for doing that. Is something else to help promote the show too. It's,
absolutely, you know that, man.
it's,
Love, bro.
good
You
for
know that,
everybody
man.
involved, really.
Absolutely, man. I just want to, share the blessings, man, give back. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no, that's really, really cool.
yeah. So look forward to that. We'll get something together. Me and you. We'll message later, man. Me and you will come up with something, and we'll get that posted up next week, and then we'll like do something on the show or something to announce the winner or whatever. We'll come up with something, man.
Yeah,
But
we
I
should
just
throw
wanted
some
to show you guys
there
what's
too.
coming up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting together here right now. So.
We'll throw some of
Then-
my beans in
and
there
then-
too if you want.
Yeah, there you go. We can do that, and then I know Toasted Honey will put a couple surprise little packages in there too. You know what I mean? So you guys can enjoy as well. So
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I could throw in some. I got some just pure. I got some of those White Widow Afghani F2s. I can throw some of each of those in there and sweeten the pot. How'd that be? Or those White Widow Afghanis, those will actually be F2s that people will be cracking too. So
yeah, man. Yeah.
Make it a little bit more interesting.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And yeah, man, to answer your question about trellising, bro. So I got my trellis set up so I can remove it at any time. So it's double layered. I can pop it off. So I'd say when they're about like, I don't know, I'd say like probably I'd say after like I do one topping, we'll say I'm at that point where I do my first topping, which you know what I mean is probably going to be anywhere 4, 5, 6 notes, somewhere around there. I'll do a topping and then I'll start kind of spreading it out a little bit, and I'll drop the first layer of trellis and I go with the little 3-inch so you can spread the shoots out a lot more. And then I go up top. I have another one. Once I get closer to flower, I'll set that on top. So when I flip, once they stretch through that small one, they'll go up into that big one, and then I'll have more room up on that big one to build colas and stuff like that. Yeah, man. So I don't, it all depends, I guess. When you want to start trellising, or where you're trellising or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I was thinking about doing it with these 2 little ones I got going right now. I mean, I've been vegging them out for a while now. I've topped them several times, and they've gotten bigger than I thought they would. And I'm thinking, but I like the idea of being able to remove it because I don't want to dedicate the whole 3x3 to it, and I want to be able to leave the front for the next round coming in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, so the one I built, man, I think that cost me like, we'll say for double everything, you know what I mean? It was like $100, dude, at Home Depot, PVC, all the connectors, and then the bottom trellis, I put a cheap one on there, you know what I mean? So for me, every harvest, I always put a fresh trellis net on there, man. You know what I mean? Just in case, you never know. I always put it when I clean my room, whatever, before I put the next crop in or whatever, put a fresh one on there. And I got them so I could set them against the wall. And then once, like I said, once they get, you know what I mean, to that point, I'll say probably like I'm at like week 2 going to week 3 of veg, we'll say. That's when I'll drop that first trellis on there, and it sits about, I got 7 gallons in there now. I'm about 8 inches off the top of the pot right now. And then they start hitting that. And then, so I'm going to veg out probably another 2 weeks or so, so I can start really moving those shoots into all those small squares to really just spread that all out, and then flip the flower to the bigger size net, and then stretch right up into those, man, And I went up another, it was like 8 inches, 8.5 inches off the second one. And then I know too from there I can judge and see my height from my ceiling, so I know when to flip in the flower and etc. So I know not to run out of space, you know what I mean, height wise. But yeah,
I've been tying them down a lot, so I mean,
yeah,
I've been holding them down.
that's what I did, man. I drill holes all around my bucket so I can tie them down. You know what I mean? I'll do a couple toppings. I'll start stretching everything out, man. You know what I mean? I don't even trim up anything. You know, I'll trim shit that's sitting in the dirt. You know what I mean? So I don't create any habitat for pests or anything like that. But that's it. And then you know, I'll just spread them, man. Like I'm gonna take a good video tomorrow and post it up so everybody can see. But yeah, I got all my shit spread out, man, and I'm starting to form it so I can start hitting all the squares and start filling my idea. I want to fill that whole tray down there. You know what I mean? And I went with those 3-inch, little 3-inch squares so I can just try to evenly clean that out. And then I'll flip in the flower, and then I got those nice big squares, man. You know what I mean? Give room for colas. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Some big holes and shit. You know what I mean? That's the hope. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I love trellising, man. I don't know. I do it outdoors. I do it indoors, man. I've done bamboo and shit like that. I'm sick of poking myself, and I'm tired of that shit, man. You know. But yeah, I don't know if that helps you, answers you, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, it definitely does because I got to make it happen sooner than later.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna put it in? What do you? It's one of your tents or?
Yeah, it's a new 3x3 I got. I wanted to put it in there for that. I'm about to flip it into flower here shortly. So
yeah. I got I got to when you go in the flower, you think us if you want, man, I'll send you a trellis nut, man. I got your address.
I mean, really, I could go.
I got a bunch of brand new trellis, man. I'm stocked up like a mofo, dude. You know that. So I got new trellis net, and I think I got because when I bought mine, I bought 3x3 and 4x4 so I could make different sizes and shit. And I got a white one, 3x3, man. I can shoot that your way. You did that beautiful artwork for me, man. I owe you. So you know what I mean. If I can help you out with that, man, you know. So.
Fuck yeah, man. That'd be awesome. I appreciate it. We'll get up.
Yeah, we'll get up there, man. Yeah, absolutely. Because I owe you for that sticker, man. You know what I mean? I haven't posted it up yet. I've been busy as hell, but I'm gonna get some stickers made up. So thank you again, man, for that dope ass artwork, brother. So
yeah, no worries. You can hit up my buddy's got a guy at BCC Customs on Instagram. He does a lot of the stickers and clothing and stuff like that. So I checked him out. He's supposed to be pretty cool, but I don't know if anybody knows anybody from the site. That'd be cool as well. You know what I mean? Get some of our cannabis guys involved.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the slapstick he made for me right there, man. So yeah, I appreciate it, brother. That shit came out dope. So
yeah, appreciate you guys letting me do that stuff, man. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun doing it. So
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You're muted, Caribou. There you go.
Hey, Indicabee, can you show that again? So I got it on the viewer screen so that people can actually see the full screen of that.
Yeah. Give me one second, brother.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get some little 3x3s made up, man. Obviously, I'm gonna send them out to everybody, and I just give them out, man. You know, hell yeah. I love those.
He does awesome work, man.
Hell yeah, he does. Beautiful work, man. I can't wait to have the money to have that blown right on a fucking t-shirt, man, right on the back so everybody can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can change my back screen here behind me live during the meeting so that we can show the people the logo that he designed, because that thing
is sick, man. Hell yeah, that thing came out beautiful.
That new logo was cool as shit.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love that new graffiti art too.
Yo, put that right on the coffee mug, man. That thing's gonna look fire, bro. Hell yeah. That's gonna look nice on there, brother. Hell yeah, man. That came out dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll get out of the way here so people can have a little bit better look at that. But yeah, that's just that's killer.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks again for that.
Oh yeah, I enjoy making stuff. You know what I mean? So it's fun just be able to, you know, and art therapy too. You know, that shit just helps you zone out sometimes and just realize, hey man, it's really all not that bad, and it's good being able to work with some other people. You know what I mean? That all have the same passion and everything. So it's awesome. I really appreciate you guys allowing me to do that.
Yeah, for no. And thanks again. And I agree with the therapy aspect because it doesn't really necessarily matter what you're doing, just as long as you have something to focus your attention on and just kind of keep your idle hands busy, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's how I look at spending time in the garden. It's this same thing as I've said it a million times. I go into my garden, and for the time I'm in there, there's no job that I have to go to in the morning. There's no bills that have to be paid. There's no kids fighting. There's no chores around the house that need to be done. It just, for that little bit of time, it all goes away. Once you go back upstairs, every one of those things changes, of course, but for, you know, that 20 minutes, half hour, whatever it is, life is good.
Hell yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Hey, you know, when I first saw that logo, I was super impressed. And I was like, God damn, that man is talented. And then my second thought was, he missed one thing on that picture, though. He needed to give that TV the mustache.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no doubt. I can make that happen.
Hell yeah, man.
I definitely make that happen.
Yeah.
No doubt. For sure. That's
What
hilarious.
you holding up there, Turk?
Oh, it went somewhere.
He was there. How's it going, Terparina?
It's going good. We're just squishing some Frutella. That's what that was, a little disc. Oh, I did it again. Look at that.
That's not even fair. We're kind of just forced into it. Like, it's you not
I
even have the
can't
chance
help
to
that.
be
I cannot help that at all. I was doing this. Oh, you got it again.
That's just dirty.
Hey, Prophet, how long you been running that GMO?
You're on mute,
Prophet.
The mute guy.
All right, yeah. That was my first grow with it, man, and I'm glad I snatched the clone from it so I could do it again because I was very impressed with it. Very impressed.
Did you get one of the GMOs that's really garlicky?
It was actually pretty. It was gassy. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would go to a garlic taste, honestly, but I've never had a garlic strain, so you could be right. You know.
I've been searching for that one. Every time I hear somebody with GMO, I want to grab it just because I want to grab that one garlic. Because when I was in, I had somebody come in and I always talked to him about the new strains that were out, and he was like, "Yeah, there's these garlic strains." I was like, "No way, man!" So like when I got out, like I was definitely searching for that shit. But I've only found like 2 that were actually like pretty garlicky. It was pretty wild though.
Oh no!
Yeah, I heard about the garlic like 5 years ago from a friend of mine, and I was just kind of like, why would I want it to, you know, taste like garlic? Like I like garlic, but don't get me wrong, you know.
No doubt. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Like, hey, would you want to dedicate like a whole space to something like that? You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
But no, the GMO is definitely killer. It was definitely a killer, and it produced well. It was dense. It did beautiful. Yield wise, I couldn't complain. So doing that one again, but that's gonna be in like probably the next round because I got the 2 headbands I got to put in next, and then I'll put in the other 2. I was doing 3, but I got knocked down to 2 at a time, so it's either I rush one or eventually pop another seed or do another clone and let one catch up, you know. But I kind of messed up my rotation, giving up one of my other clones for somebody that kind of lost all their just so they could like start with something, you know, so pretty much ready to go. So
It don't matter, it's still in the same state.
Yeah, when you start talking about them weird ones, man, it's the first time I came across this one. It was just a bag seed a buddy gave me, grew it all out. Man, that stuff is just straight grapefruit rind. And I mean, I hate grapefruit. Absolutely hate grapefruit. And it's just, it's disgusting, but it's kind of awesome at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
I had some Skywalker extract, and that shit was just like, it was just off-putting. It was just nasty. But it was great, but it was just like the terp profile was just gross. It was gross. I can't put it any other way. It was like dirty, nasty rubber.
really, the Skywalker OG was pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the flour multiple times, but when I had the extract, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just really weird.
Huh.
Like that purple Thai sauce.
I love those burnt rubber terps.
I know, I
love
hear
the
you, but this
smell of
one,
dirt and burnt rubber on plants. I don't know what it is.
I
but
love the off-putting
it's
strains.
bone.
I love all that stuff, but this one was just it was just off-putting in the wrong way to me. But
Just tasted foul on your palate, huh?
yeah, it's just one of those ones. I was like, wow.
Have you guys tried purple Thai
Ain't
sauce?
for everybody.
I was talking about the Skywalker.
Luke, I am your father.
True, man.
Johnny, how many gummies you ate?
I think that says it all right there.
Yeah.
I can't touch the boy.
I can't eat that many gummies, man. They catch up to me eventually and just lay me out.
Oh, please, they're weak.
This
is a joke.
I had nicknamed that butter I made the death butter. That shit was, man, I couldn't get dosing right whatsoever. Every time I tried it, I was asleep. Fucking 4 hours later, dead to the world.
It gets tough. You get the munchies.
Hey,
Just keep
I
eating more.
unmuted.
Who got lost?
I had to unmute just for that. Hey, them gummies came out pretty good today, man.
Yeah.
When I took off earlier, I was going upstairs. My butter maker was beeping that it was done, and I had to strain the fucking butter and put it in the fucking fridge. And I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'll make up about 6, 7, 8 batches.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
The little cans of 100% pineapple juice. I was thinking about those today.
I've been using organic apple juice that has pulp in it still, but I shake it real good, and it's sticking. I haven't fucked up since I started using it.
That's cool. I have to check that out.
Don't use that pan we use.
I'll send you a
Johnny.
picture of it. Huh?
Don't use that pan we use.
No, I got rid of that. I found mine. She had it hidden in the bottom of the closet. I found it, and I used it today on mine.
Anybody else use those e-nails that Blazing Asian has? Anybody else mess with them? Hey, those things are dangerous, man. Those things are dangerous.
I want one though, but
those things are dangerous. Those things are dangerous. They'll eat up everything.
No, I see one every time I go into our local grocery store, Cariboo Garden Supply, but it's like $530 or something like that, and I'm just like, can't even really look at it. I just go and say, oh, it's got some nice fancy knobs and it's shiny, but like that. I think my Airizer Q Extreme was like half that, and like that was a big deal when I got that. Like it was a pretty big no-no. So
I just got that one.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
It's kicking my ass.
Yeah. I love
I-
mine, absolutely.
I tried to smoke a bag in the morning. I ended up coughing so hard I puked. I haven't done that since I was a teenager.
Yeah, I might have to try and give the whip another shot here. I tried it a couple times when I first got it, but after listening to you the other night there, Fluffykins, it's I might give it another go. It's just for me, I kind of like the bag, how you can just kind of let it sit there and let it fill up for a couple minutes and do, something like what we're doing right now, and your hands are free to catch your breath if you're coughing or gagging or whatever. And, no, hit it again.
Well, I got mine over there in the corner, but I get you the whip. I'll show you how much use that son of a bitch gets.
With the whip, though, I end up eating some weed. Do you guys ever do that with the whip? You ever fucking get bud through it?
I haven't used mine enough to have that happen. Would be my best guess.
You gotta put that basket screen inside the attachment for the whip. You put that basket screen in top of there so you don't suck it through that whip.
That's what's going on. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that's for.
All right, so
Okay.
I mean, look at that.
Dang, that's
Now, wait, hold on.
nice, brother.
That thing looks like it might have been used once or twice.
I'll come to your house.
Yeah, it gets a little use, you know what I'm saying?
Smoke the crack.
What's up, Blazing Asian?
What's going on, Johnny?
Hey, it sounds like you're going to be working. I'm coming up to visit Tuesday to say hi. I'm going to miss you. I got to go to the grow store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to leave you a present.
Ether ropes?
No more ropes, man. Them are evil. That teacher was even more evil, man. I bounced off the wall sideways that night.
Hey,
he tried eating a whole rope down the highway. He about died.
Yeah.
Right.
7 shots of ether, man. That shit was fucking crazy.
Hey, did you put your seatbelt on after that?
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't know how I was driving, man. That was fucking crazy.
I warned you.
Oh, that's fun. I wish I could have got up there for that, man. That sounded like such a good damn time.
Well, hey, we're gonna end up doing something this summer, man.
Yeah,
we're talking about every couple of months trying to get us all together, and get a little bit of harvest party every couple of months together for all us local guys.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time. I had this funny thought today. I was thinking about it because I'm from BC, and so is Rick. He's on the show. We're kind of up here in the middle of nowhere, and I knew we got guys coming on the show from all around North America, which is awesome. Even into farther parts of the world would even be great to one day. But most of our biggest fan base is in Illinois. I just for whatever reason, I came across that thought today while I was at work swinging a saw around. I was like, yeah, like the people
I can't wait to get the fuck out of Illinois.
Yeah.
That's why we're growing butter.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than Georgia though. Fuck, that's where I'm from. But hey, hopefully they'll get some better laws down there and a little bit sensible things. We got too many people on the inside for that. Victimless crimes. That's a huge, crime within itself. Locking people up for stuff that's not even affecting anybody. And we really got to take a look at that as responsible human beings. All right. I can speak for myself. I need to. No doubt.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I spent more so I turned 39 last month. I've been clean for the better part of the last 8 years, and I could still say I spent over half of my life as a junkie. And I've lived in that world, and I've seen how just stupid it is to punish people that are harming no one but themselves at the worst for, we all know what drugs do, and we know how addiction spirals out of control and all that shit, right? But it's like, at the end of the day, as long as you're not you punish people for theft or murder or other stuff where they're actually harming someone. Doing drugs is you're not harming anyone but yourself at the worst. Wow, how do you?
Yeah, stay away from that shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bunch of
No
kids.
doubt.
Yeah. I fucked myself up for a good
I
15
gotta
years.
fucking take a handful of fucking pills just to keep my head straight, and who knows like what the damage of drugs fucking ate it into that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta live with a lot of those after effects, which really sucks. And thank God
Yeah.
for cannabis because it helps me cope with all that bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
And I know
It
for
took
many
a
of
long
you,
time to get off all that mental health shit. You know, they
right?
had
You
me
know, I'm sure
comfortable
there
with
are
so
many of
much
you who
shit.
are like me that are just like, you know, fuck. I wish I could just
Amen.
go back and just have the brain and the mindset that I did. You know what I mean? But there comes a point where you just gotta move on too. So I'm just thankful that I'm praying for myself today somewhat, and I'm
Yeah.
managing myself, you know. So
Day to day, man. That's it. You know what I mean? And you said some truth. You know, it's like
mental
at some
health
point
is
you have to move
fucking
past
real.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like Indica B used to always tell me, man, what make tomorrow better, or make tomorrow better than today was.
Absolutely, man. That's what I live by, man. I like this year I got 8 years, man, clean, man, because of cannabis, and I thank cannabis. It saved my life, man. And then when I just went through and I'm still battling all my health issues, some serious shit, man. I was fed fucking all types of crazy stuff, man, and I never took it because of cannabis. You know what I mean? So it kept me clean, you know, and that's why I got 8 years this year, you know. So yeah, I think that's what I live by, man. You know, is it's not about being better than anybody else, man. It's just being make
Congratulations on 8 years clean. That's awesome, man.
thanks, man. Thank you. No,
Congratulations.
it's about making, live for today, man, because tomorrow's not always promised, but if you
Nope.
are granted tomorrow, try to
Make
be
it better.
better than you were yesterday, man. You know, as a human, as a grower, as a father, as whatever it is, man. That's what I live by, and that's what I stick by, man. You have to.
Good way to live.
So,
Makes
life's
perfect
too
sense.
fucking short,
Hey,
man. It's just too short, So
hey, everybody on here right now, I'd like to give you all a shout out because you all helped me in one way or another, and I am becoming a better person. This is the first time in 3 years since I've been going through my surgeries that I'm happy. I'm happy.
hell
You
yeah,
know,
man.
and it's
Glad
just
to hear
to
it.
this community because I didn't know what I was doing. It took me 30 seeds I blew away on my last just to get them 3 girls going. You know what I mean? But I got them. I didn't give up. I almost tapped out, but then a few of you reached out to me and helped, and now I'm trying to pass it forward. You know, and the blessings keep coming. You know, it's unreal. I've always lived this way, and I've never been able to find people around me like that. A lot of people just take the kindness for a weakness, and it's not.
Yep.
You know, and it's not. But I got to learn to stand my grounds, and this is helping me. And I don't talk to people. You guys,
I appreciate it.
I still don't go out socially. You guys are the only ones I talk to during the day.
That's really same here.
Same here, man. Same
Same
here.
here.
I left my job, like everybody knows, man, like a month ago, and yeah, now I was always a quiet person, you know what I mean? I just keep to myself, but because everybody like for me, like everybody's either about money nowadays or they just want. It's like, what the fuck, man? Nobody wants to put the work in or anything, you know what I mean? Or strive like you, Johnny, you know what I mean? Like, you never gave up, man. You kept on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, you know what I mean? And that's fucking awesome, man. You know what I mean? And, everybody else wants it like, oh, yep, here you go, man. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Well, no, man. We're all in this together, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys are the only people I talk to, man. Like that, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I seem to talk to all you fuckers while I'm supposed to be working instead.
Hey, I'm glad you showed up, though, brother.
Always. I will be here.
I think what Johnny said there, I think that's pretty much the exact reason for us wanting to do this show on Friday nights, where we get everybody that we talk to within our general group of people here. And just, it's, like, because I'm a bit of a shut-in myself, as I've already said tonight. I don't leave the yard if I don't have to, if I'm home for a week. We're all shut in, but at the same time, we want to reach out. We want to talk about these things that we like to, and here we go. Hey, so now here's the chance for us all to come together. And like you said, Johnny, we've helped you. We just all help each other. It's just the growers
It's
love.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, man. I can attest to that, you know, and it's like I like the last couple of weeks, man, been shitty as hell for me, you know, my mom and just all types of shit. And then my wife called me in the same time. I think it was Monday morning or something after my mom got rushed to the hospital that Sunday. Oh yeah, the sink's overflowing in the basement. I'm like, oh fucking this is great. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's just one thing after another, but it's like you guys were, you know, supportive, man, and showed your love, you know, and it's like that's what pushes me, man, keeps me going, and you know,
That's family.
everything's not fucking hunkin' dory all the time, you know what I mean? And I wish it was, but you know, that's why we have a community, I feel like too, you know, and absolutely,
Hey,
man. Agree.
you said it all right there. I mean, tomorrow's going to be kind of conflicting day for me. I haven't told nobody, but 311 knows about it. But my uncle passed away from COVID a week and a half ago, and tomorrow we're having his. And I didn't know till today that when they were having it, but tomorrow at 1 o'clock they're having the service or get together, whatever. And you know, so that's going to be a touchy moment right there. But then at the same thing, tomorrow night we got reservations for the wife's birthday dinner. So I mean, it's going to be a very medicated day, I do.
Sounds like it needs to be a very medicated day.
Absolutely,
But
man.
hey, but you know what? As long as I wake up tomorrow morning and I can breathe, throw my feet to the ground, and rush down here to look at them
Amen on
girls,
that.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
be smiling. You know, I'm
Damn
doing
right,
something
brother.
right.
Hell yeah,
Doing
man.
something
Damn
right.
right.
Hell yeah, man.
Stay
Absolutely.
positive.
Yeah, no matter what, man, you're like I feel like you just gotta believe in yourself, man. You know what I mean? No matter what, you know, I don't like I know a lot of people in me like thought I was gonna fail and all this, and believe me, man, I'm in massive amounts of debt, and you know, but I'm doing it for the love and the passion, you know, and I know there's something, you know, I know there's something there, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna
Right.
do whatever it takes, and I just want to share that with everybody, you know, and yeah, you know, I don't know, man. You just gotta believe in yourself no matter what happens. Don't give up, you know, and no matter how crazy your dreams are, believe in them, man. You know, believe in them. Just keep on fucking going, you know, and no matter how shitty it gets, you know.
There you go. Right.
Like the garden, you gotta dig it.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely.
Hey DP, you're muted, bud. You're trying to talk.
I wasn't saying shit. No, I was saying I met Blazing Asian through this app,
Hey,
and
Proc,
he's
I'm
like
about
a
to call
brother
it a
to me,
night,
you know.
boys. I'm gonna say peace out. I'm gonna say
Later,
peace,
man.
love, and respect. I just want to thank everybody who talks to me on a daily and likes all my pictures and supports me on Cannabis. I may be a bit of an introvert, and I'm sorry I'm not the most sociable person. And I talk over people sometimes, which is really rude, and I don't mean to do it. So I apologize ahead of time, but many blessings for all of you, and you know, peace, love, and respect. And that's all I've ever preached on Cannabis, and that's all I ever want to preach. If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. And with that, I'm out.
All good.
Later, man.
Have a good night,
Thanks,
sir.
guys. Have a good one. Stay blessed.
Love
Have a great
y'all.
night.
Bless, bro. Have a good night, brother.
I love that picture right
That-
there. That is a great picture.
I tell you,
That's one good guy right there, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Solid dude, man.
Very, very smart. Very, 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 very smart guy, man, when it comes to growing. Very talented.
Yeah.
Man,
He's
such
like
a
the mad
wealth of knowledge.
scientist with cannabis in my eyes. He's like, you know, that mad chemist guy, man, with cannabis.
sounds like the roommate I need. Somebody to take care of mine. I keep forgetting things. I'm old.
Oh, yeah. That's the perfect excuse, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Say no
54,
more.
been smoking since I was 12. My brain done went up.
Hey,
I gotta get a hold of Sweet Johnny here to teach me because he's my niece's old man.
hey, I got a quick question y'all can help me with. He's growing autos, and I just gave him this to go pop tonight when he gets home.
Okay.
And he's just wondering how often he should be watering his autos.
Because I don't fertilize them. I just put them in the dirt.
I suck at autos. The best yield I've ever gotten was 7 grams. I don't give a shit. I'll say it. I can't do
I
it.
think mine was 14.
I can't do it. My first was 3.5, and then my second was 7 grams. I was like, word, at least I doubled my yield.
You said 3.5.
I don't want to use
3.5
chemicals.
grams, man. I swear to God. And
You
then my
grew it
second
all the
one
way
was
out?
7 grams. Huh?
You grew it all the way out?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I tried autos. I spent $140 on auto seeds, and I couldn't get any auto seeds.
I spent 200.
Was this back in like
When I touched the
1342?
plant, it was just like, it just works. I can't do an auto. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
To me, they're cool in the veg
Rest of
tent.
them die.
I want to dedicate a whole tent to it myself, but I mean, I'll throw in the veg tent. Have fun. They're great for variety.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted. In betweeners.
The hell with it. Solo cup it.
I keep my ones and ones in my veg tent.
If people know what they're doing, I've seen people go crazy with autos. I mean, it's ridiculous what they can do. I got 2.5 off my first, and then 1.5 off my second, and that was the second
you
one.
don't get much, but it's just for myself anyway, you know.
No, I mean, no doubt. I mean, that's the thing. If you dial it in, you can get great results. You can get. I've seen people go crazy with
chemical.
My boy had an ebb and flow system with an autos, and he was pulling off 5 ounces, sometimes 7 ounces. A plant.
I can't remember the guy's name on Cannabis, man. I wish I remembered his name, but he's doing some monsters with some autos. I really wish I could remember his name right now. Too many dabs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I still talk to him.
No, it's not Jesse. Jesse's a beast with him as well.
Yeah, he is.
See,
I
I'm
love
envious.
autos. I don't want no.
I'm envious of you guys that can do autos. I'd love in between, man. I would love to have it in between.
Well, just for me,
Well, the second
know.
one, as soon as I topped it, it started flowering, and that was like fucking day -4. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do anything with it. You know what I mean? So, in that aspect, like if you got you know, some room and time to do it, But
yeah, but I did LST work on mine, and that one came out nice, but it only yielded about 3/4 of an ounce.
Yeah.
But it was
that sour stomper from the Feast stove performed pretty well. It was nice. If I would have known what I was really doing, then you know that thing took the brunt of my abuse of learning too. You know, so
yeah,
it performed really well. I still got 2.5 ounces of some really good smoke off of it. Blazing Asian got to smoke some of it.
Now, would you defoliate? Because my boy would defoliate the shit out of it, and I was like,
I did light defoliation and just some LST. I didn't top it or anything on that one. The second one I topped it and went straight to flower.
Did you guys leave it on 24?
No, I was doing 18 and 6.
Hey, he had somebody tell him to put his auto flowers on 12 and 12, and I told him absolutely not.
That's insanity. You're losing like
Yeah. Thank you, man. What's the best way then?
But I mean, I can't grow them, but I mean, scientifically, it's
18.6, man. Run them 18.6, unless if the breeder states otherwise. I pulled some good weight, man, off autos. I've ran them before when I first built my rooms out in my house that me and my wife bought. It was all autos just to test style in the room, and I was pulling like you said, man, anywhere from like 5 to 6, 7 ounces per auto, man, and that was off of Alaskan Purple, man, from Seedsman's. And that's what it was. I
never heard of it.
Like, great. I'm trying to find pictures on my phone right now to see if I can put them in the camera to show you guys, man. Like I had some great success with them. They're just not for me. They're just too inconsistent, man. They're like I popped a 10-pack. None of them were the same, man. Like there was, I mean, they're just fucking everywhere. You don't know what you're gonna get from this one to that one to this
Right.
one.
Everybody
One,
tells me
one was beautiful hard nugs.
that
The other
you
one were
make.
like wicked fluffy, and they all got the same shit. All, you know what I mean? It's just they're just until they get better, then you know, I don't know.
Are you talking about Seedsman, the seed company?
Seedsman's.
Yeah. You ever heard of Attitude?
I got mine from
Attitude is wicked legit, and every free one they give you, they tell you what the fuck it is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, dude, and they're very generous. Like the more you spend, the more you get. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Nice,
and
nice.
they have access to, like, there's so many strains now that like you guys post the pics of them, and I'm just like, yep, there's another one. You know, like there's another one. Okay. Yeah,
That's what I say.
We're gonna run out of names soon and just start calling them by like I don't even know what.
Well, that's lesbian, you know. That's fruity tooty.
He didn't take his meds. I got him, guys.
Oh, we all love y'all. Thanks for the fucking advice, though.
Absolutely, man.
I love auto.
Yeah,
I just don't know when to water them.
I'm useless with auto. I'll kill your plants. I probably will. So don't even listen to me.
What type of soil?
I got you under the cover.
What type of soil are you in?
Happy frog and
Ocean forest.
or ocean forest mixed.
What size pots?
Solo cups and half-gallon and 5.
You probably be watering a lot then, man. So
You're not-
the bigger they get, man, is you're gonna be watering more and more and more and more because they're so small. And then
You
you're
can't
gonna
transplant them though,
you're
right?
gonna run out of nutrients quick too out of that, just staying in solo cups.
How much water should I add to the solo cup, and how much water should I add to the 3-gallon cup?
I'd go by weight, man. Go feel.
That's what I.
Feel it when it's empty. Feel it when it's
Yeah.
empty. Like feel it like now, like
Right.
when it's dry, and then put it. You know, water it and give it a few minutes so the water can soak through that soil, and then kind of feel it. You know, feel it, and then I don't really know how to describe it, but not soaking wet, but until it feels different. If you have a couple to judge by, you know what I mean. You can kind of, or you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, that'd be the best way. I'd say not to underwater or overwater. That would be the best ability, you know. And that
Yeah, that's what scares me. That's what killed off a lot of my plants.
You're gonna have to
I
stay
didn't know how much
confident,
water they had. Nothing. I'm glad my fucking sweet Johnny here started talking to me.
Hey, Indica.
What's up, brother?
That's all I grow.
You can't transplant autos, correct?
I have, man.
They say not to.
I have every single
Yeah,
time.
they hey, what up? Yeah, they say not to. So, but you
Yeah,
have.
they say not to, but I have. I've
Yeah.
had nothing but success with transplanting. I don't think I never have not when I grew autos for a little bit, man. And that was outdoors and at my old place where I used to have tents, and then when I moved in here to get the room dialed in, I went with autos and I transplanted, man. I started them in little root riders, one into solo cups, one into 1 gallons, and then I finished them off in 3-gallon pots.
Wow.
I saw those photos of your autos too, Indica. You had some really nice
that's what I'm
autos,
trying to
man.
find on my phone.
I know.
Man. Yo.
I was about to, but it's far back there, man.
Yeah, man, that's the picture. Yeah, dude, I had pretty good success,
You
man.
had great success. Yeah, I remember now. I'm like, man, whose photos was I looking at? You had some great plants.
Because I don't want to add no chemicals. I just want straight water, let it grow.
Hell yeah, I do water and teas, man. Water and teas, or get a good like a top dressing, man. Fox Farm makes them. Happy Fog, you know, they make them. You know, and then you can top feed. You're gonna have to keep that all the way from baby stage to veg, all the way to flower, man. Especially in that size pot. You know what I mean? It's gonna.
I just don't want to have to flush it.
Nah, man. Nah, just top dress. I top dress teas, recharge, and water, man. You'll be good to go, I think. You know,
all right, cool.
Simple.
Appreciate the thing, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, at some point, you just got to watch your transplant, because if you let those things get, you know, too rooted, then that's when you're going to start getting that transplant shock.
Yep.
So you gotta transplant those at the right time. If not, then, you know, if you're worried about not getting them in at the same time, I go right from your Root Riot cube or whatever you got. I just put that in your 5 gallon and just let it rock from that point. That's what
So
I
what
would
do you think? 3
Yeah,
leaves up?
that's the way I was thinking, to be
Yeah.
pretty much, you know, bigger the pot, you know, this way here, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you just let those autos grow right into their pots, man. I mean, it's better off that way. It's easier on them. It's easier on you. You'll be doing less watering too. You know,
all right, cool. I appreciate all this information, guys. I really do.
That is, yeah, that is a good idea, brother. Yeah, that'd go right there, 5 gallons, man, and you'll be shit. You'll probably have to water like every 3-4 days, and that's it. You know what I mean? If you're lucky.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but at some point you're probably going to have to retop dress some kind of nutrition in there, or at least start brewing some teas or something, because you will run out of nutrition.
Well,
in
somebody
that
told me about
grows.
worm castings and bat crap.
Guano.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely something you can use for them for sure.
Yeah.
So that way I wouldn't have to flush it.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, yeah, I mean, get yourself some microbes. I mean, just like Turp always preaches, get yourself some microbes, throw some worm castings on there, and yeah, you won't have to worry about a flush in that.
Wow. All right, thank you guys.
So
Really?
he's also saying too, you can't sleep on those ones in the solo cup. So if they start binding up, it's gonna cause a shock. So you're gonna have to start thinking about a bigger pot.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah.
And I think too, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it was a luck of draw when I grew my autos out, but like, you know, if you let that happen, then the shock of that, man, just gonna fuck you in the end, I guess. You know what I mean? And in the end result, you're having autos, you know what I mean?
They say it'll stun it or something like that.
Oh, absolutely, man. I've stunned some autos I've grown, man, and let me tell you, I didn't get shit. You know what I mean? It was just they don't take it, man. They can't handle it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not the most gentle person in the world. I've stunted everything I've ever transplanted. So you know, I rely on photos for that very reason, because, you know, I'm not growing for speed or anything else. I'm just growing to have the best weight and quality at the end. I want the best of everything.
Amen.
So I run my shit as long as possible, whatever, as long as I got plenty of, you know, meds.
So is it all right to take the auto after it's 60 days or 65 days? Is it all right to keep letting that motherfucker grow or no?
No, the
I mean,
teeth will eventually
Not
start
even
to
it's time to
degrade.
cut.
It's like a fruit. It'll over ripen. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
That's why my first crop came out with all kinds of leaves. Or the
all
buds
kinds of
came
leaves.
He went 80, not 85.
85 days overtime. Well, it was supposed to be harvested at 65.
And he went to 85.
It went to 85.
I went over and I said, cut it now. Cut it now, and I'll show you how to trim real quick.
Hey, the
Sounds like a
autopilot
Jamaican
came out
tequila.
kind of dry, but that Bluetooth, man, that damn thing was stickier than shit. I was like, damn. They all took that crap real quick.
Some
It
bitch
was
probably put you right to sleep too.
Yeah, sounds like it.
From you know, 60 days strain, pulling the day at 80. Oh man, I bet that stuff just knocked you straight out. Just
Hey, back in my days, I'm 54 years old. Back in my days, hey, when the leaves fall off, that motherfucker dry, it's time to pick.
Hey, you guys know this. You guys know the story about you can lead the horse to the trough, but you can't make him drink.
Oh yeah.
That's me.
I can't make him drink. He keeps asking me. I tell him, and then I say, "Listen to your buddy who told you to put your seed. You listen to him then next time." Because at first I told him, let this hang for 4 days, 5 days. It's dry, overdone anyways. Let it hang for 5 days, then throw it in the jar. I come over the next morning, he's got it in the jar already. I said, I don't want none of that.
that Mike.
Don't listen to him.
I don't know what the guy's name was from California. He goes, fuck that. Just throw it in a goddamn jar and burp it every week.
I had water coming off my finger. I said I didn't want none.
No, man.
So now you know I'm learning.
Absolutely, man. That's the way, man. Always learning. That's what I love about cannabis too. Is you know, I never want to be a master, man, because you're learning every day, and I love it, man. No matter what, you learn something new, you know. And
Right.
I love this. It's amazing, you know.
It just helps me through the day. I smoke this shit every 5 minutes. It don't matter. I like to stay high.
Hell
it
yeah.
takes a lot to get me ripped anymore. Everybody told me you need to take a weed nap. Hey, never heard of a weed nap. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't think it's just
Love
you.
you guys for the innovation or the information, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Hey,
yeah,
Caribou.
man.
So what are you working on in the?
What's that?
I was saying, what are you working on in your little? What breeding projects you got going on? I saw you had that freak show going on. How's that going along? That's
so I
pretty
got
weird looking plant, huh?
the freak shows are still just tiny. Those are a long ways off, but those will be. I'm hoping for a male and some females, because if that's the case, feed those straight up. We're gonna make those available to fans of the show. We've said that a few times now. All you got to do is watch the show and, you know, show interest and say, hey, yeah, I want some, pretty much, and we'll get those out to you. But like I said, that's, you know, we're looking at probably 3-4 months before anything actually comes from those. See, everybody's got their hands up, and I don't blame you, man. These things are going to be awesome. If I don't get any males, I'm going to self them. That might be my first shot at trying to do some sulfing, because that's my New Year's resolution for the year, is to get some silver thiosulfate and give it a shot.
Yeah.
So
I was just listening to I think the Dude's Grow Show, and they were talking about that shit the other day, and it was really interesting. Interesting stuff to talk about. I think Terp was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
I think Rasta Jeff's new podcast was all about that.
Yep, you're right, Fluffykins. It was his last one was about sulfing too.
Yeah, a lot of good info in there.
I'll probably reach out to Terp and get him to hold my hand and walk me like a little baby crossing the street, because I'll probably be that nervous and timid about it and be like, oh, I don't want to screw it up.
Can we put that for your background picture for a little while? Just you and him holding hands?
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll have me like on my knees or something like that, but you won't see, so I look extra small, right? Like a little.
There you go.
It could be like kind of like that ghost situation, you know, when she's all like, you know, making the play, and Turk could be hugging you around you, rubbing the stems and stuff. Yeah.
That picture of me in the background on the last couple episodes, get something like of Terp like giving me like a big bear hug or something like that, and like sticking his tongue in my ears.
Yeah, that'd be a good one there.
Oh.
Hey, y'all! I just want to jump in real quick and say, hey, it's been a good night. I'm
past your
good.
bedtime.
Way past it, and I'm feeling no pain. You know, I'm having a good time, but I got to go to bed, man. 5 o'clock. I got to be up to get them girls awake.
It's all good, brother. It was nice to finally getting to meet you.
Hey, it was a blast hanging out. You know.
Yeah,
hey, I had a great time this morning.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do this more.
In that conversation.
We're hoping to do this every Friday, Johnny. We want to see you every time, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to get my bedtime a little bit. So you'll see me.
Good talking to you, Johnny.
Peace out.
I gotta go. Growers love. Have a good one, guys.
Talking to you, bro.
Much as I hate to say it, I should probably go to bed because I too got to get up at 5.
I think, unfortunately, that's usually how this show rolls. Everybody goes, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Time to
Yeah,
go.
man. Same here.
We're gonna see Prophet and Johnny in somebody's thread tomorrow morning. I'm gonna jump in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can, guys, you know.
That'd be great.
I'm glad you all find me entertaining. Appreciate it.
So, man. I appreciate all you
Oh my
guys
God.
out there, man. For real.
I don't ever say anything to insult anybody. So it's all in good fun, you know.
No.
Hey, you got to have a little bit of thick skin if you're going to be a human, right?
That's it.
Yeah, man.
But, thanks for having me on, guys. I'll probably be talking to you guys in the morning. So,
Thanks
like,
for being here.
no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Man,
It was
good
great.
meeting you.
Later.
Later,
Peace.
man.
Late,
Man,
have a
have
great
a good night.
They were talking there, my computer froze up and it's like I could see me moving in my screen, but all you guys were frozen. And I look in the screen, it's saying my internet, and I'm just like, oh no, where did everybody go? I like clicking at the button trying to restart the internet. And it does. It's like, okay, you guys are still talking. Okay, they're still here. That's good.
Hey,
Yeah,
Fluffkins, I just thought you were smoking a cigarette. I was like, I know. I was like, oh hell no, he's gonna smoke vapes and he won't smoke a joint. He'll smoke a cigarette.
Nope. Once again, that's
Yeah,
just
no
another
doubt,
vape,
no
buddy.
doubt. I saw it. I was like, all right, never mind. Let me slow down.
Hey,
but don't.
I thought that too, man. I'm sorry. No, I didn't want to. I thought that too because I'm blazed, man. And the way I was looking at it, I thought it looked like a cigarette real quick. I'm like,
I was like, hold on.
I'm like, nah.
You won't
Man,
smoke
then
a joint, but he'll smoke a cigarette.
And then I seen it. Yeah, I thought that, but then I seen it, and then I noticed it, and you said something. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no doubt. Just busting balls.
Hell yeah, man.
No,
Yeah,
you got me
yeah.
interested in that vape though, because the only vape I've
Yes,
ever
I
hit
like
was
it,
like
dude.
the old school pencil boxes
Yeah,
with the
man.
with
Yeah,
the whip.
Okay, hell yeah.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. Once all this shit's over and we all get together, I'll bring a whole slew of shit you can try.
I'm just busting your balls, man. Hey, I'm excited to try some of these new vapes though. You got me looking into them because the only ones I really know are the old school whip ones, like with the old pencil boxes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I've been kind of looking into them. Those things look they've come a long way.
Oh, if you're really serious about wanting to get something, you want something that'll really like kick you right in the face. I'll shoot you some links and we'll get you hooked up with some good stuff.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, because like my experiences with them in the past, it was just always, damn, I feel like I just wasted my herb. You know what I mean? And that was back way when they first started coming out type stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have never felt like that.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, so like I've seen people with them lately, and I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? Like I definitely want to explore that avenue. That's what's really cool about cannabis these days. There's so many different avenues to explore with it. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways of doing it. We've been talking about like autos and all this different stuff, and everybody's had different experiences with it, and that's what's really cool. It's brought us all here together. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, my boy Toasted Honey there. He's got the Da Vinci. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. And it's a dry herb, man. He loves that. I puff that, man. I can't afford one right now, but they're fucking expensive. But he loves that thing, man. He swears by it, and I do too, man. I smoked off of his, man. That thing's awesome, dude. I mean, that thing will hit you in the fucking lungs, man. It's nice,
I mean, if you get one that's you get a good quality one and you get that right hit out of there, it is no different than taking a big fat dab right to the face.
No, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. Yep. Yeah, my buddy's told me like he's been driving on the highway before and he's almost blacked out, man. He's like, because it just hit him just fucking right, man. Like he's had to pull over, you know what I mean? Like, because it hit him, man.
I need one of those.
He's like, holy shit, like it's like, damn, dude.
Okay, so now break my heart and tell me how much one of those is in American dollars.
I think he paid like $300 or $400 for a Da Vinci. I don't know if that's like a good one. I don't know much about, you know the most, I think, Fluffkins, about that, man. I don't know much. I just know his was the Da Vinci, man, and I think I ripped it a few times with him, and I loved it, man. You know what I mean? I just know he spent some serious dough on it. I think it was like 3 or
I think
4.
last I checked, the Da Vinci was somewhere around 280. I think they've gone down in price a little bit, but I
Yeah,
think it
this
was right
was a
around
while
280.
back. This was a while back. So he's had his for a while. I don't know if that was when they first came. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? So
I'd be about
I mean,
around 500 Canadian, roughly around there. So it's scary going down there to shop for us.
but I'm sure there's got to be cheaper and better ones out there too. You know what I mean?
Well, there could be. I think the next device I want to get is going to be one of those Puffcos. Because
I
I've
got one,
been
man.
like, is I've heard you talk about them, and I don't think I've heard one bad review on them yet. And by the time I actually have the scratch to afford one, they're probably going to be another generation or two down the road and more improved. So
Yeah, man. I love this thing, man.
yeah.
And then I got my wife's pen just came in. I just got her one. This is my pen too. Though I like this because then you can just use this on the go, man. So I take this everywhere with me. Fucking
yeah, I just wish you could get just a little bit more in those things,
yeah,
though. So,
yeah,
it lasts
yeah.
you
That's what
just a little
sucks, man.
longer.
They're small. That's the only shitty part, man. You know what I mean? So you got loaded a lot if you're like me and you smoke a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love it. I just like it because, like I said, you can just be sitting there, man, at a stoplight, and you know, it just looks like you're just smoking with a vape pen, man. Nobody knows, you know, and you're dabbing out, you know.
Have you seen these?
Oh yeah, a melter.
Yep,
Is that a melter?
Yeah. The little. This is a little Yoka, and it has like the 4 coils in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This thing will melt down some concentrate pretty good and give you a good fucking blast to the dome.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I like those. I think they're nice. I got a similar one, but it had like a 510. It looked like a regular like electronic cigarette vape, like tank, and it was magnetic and shit. So I put it on one of my old real vapes, and I could adjust the wattage and all that shit. So I got that thing to where it'd kick you right square in the nuts.
Oh yeah,
Hard.
Blazing Asian actually gave me this one. I appreciate it, buddy. This thing's gnarly. I'm gonna have to get a new battery for it to get going again.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey Blazing, you ever seen like those Rios?
Rios? No.
Yeah. So it's like a little water box dab rig that's got a torch built into the bottom base of it. You know, it's a basically all-in-one travel rig for when you're going places.
Is that like
I see you dabbing.
Looks kind of like a square?
Yeah, it looks kind of like a square box.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, it's called a Stash Products Rio. You know, if you like to travel and dab, I mean, it's easy. You know, you can literally dab with one hand. You know.
Yeah, I usually carry this around.
Yeah. You know, and some people really like to take them real dabs, you know, with fire and a rig, and that's basically. And a lot of people like take them low temp dabs and shit.
Yeah.
They say they're really good for low temp dabs because you just load everything up, and you know everything's all ready to go. So
this thing right here, man, this thing will fit right in your coffee holder in your cup, in your car, man. I love it, dude. I brought it with me, man. You can take some fucking gnarly fucking rips off this thing, dude. Like as you're cruising, man. You know, it's like. And then I love it. It just sits right in there, and you can't even see it, man. You know what I mean? It's nice, you know.
The only problem with that one is those like it starts at like 240, 250.
Well, these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think the newest one, the one that you can go off your phone and set temperatures, is like $400 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. They're expensive, man.
they're really proud of that new one. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that, man. Yeah, this is the cheaper one. I got this for, I think it was like $293, man, and shipped to the house or something like that. It's somewhere around there.
That's why I got the honey badger for. It was like I got it on sale for $150.
Oh, nice.
For like $170.
Yeah, that's a nice little way to dab on the road.
Yeah, that is too. Absolutely.
Look at that furry son bitch.
For the Puffcos too, you could like buy like all these like glass attachments.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
All right, shit, you guys. I'm getting a little tired, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night too, man. It was great fucking talking to every one of you. I'm so glad I could talk to you. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah, man.
Glad
I'm
you signed up to hang out with us, buddy.
Oh yeah, man. Love and respect every one of you. You know. Love seeing what you all do. Love hanging out with you, talking with you. So.
Absolutely, brother. Amen to that, man. I'll talk to you in the morning probably. I'm heading out myself, man. I gotta get up early in the morning too. So good talking with all you guys tonight, man. I appreciate everything, guys. You know what I mean? Good meeting you
Peace
guys,
out.
with new guys, and yeah, man. I look forward to doing this more often, man. Every Friday, absolutely. This was a good ass time, man. So
Yeah, I think this was a great idea, and we just kind of have our proof of concept right here.
yeah, man. Couldn't agree more, brother. Couldn't agree more, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night,
Right
man.
on.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Brother.
All right. Hell yeah.
Night, everybody.
All right, night, Fluffy.
Good night,
Peace.
everyone. Later. Peace out, brother.
Then there were 4.
Hold on. I feel like I gotta grab my cat now. Hold on.
This cat's name is Rubble, named after the Paw Patrol dogs.
This is Gary.
Gary.
Say what's up, Gary.
This is the only.
He's a rescue. Yeah, I've only had him for a couple weeks now. He's a rescue. I got another one. I just found out they got Giardia, so I got to go get medicine for him tomorrow and shit. But they're gnarly little critters.
Yeah, this is our only animal that isn't named after a band or a singer or something like that. We got like Danzig, the Doberman, a cat named Halford, a dog named after Alice Cooper, like you name it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. I got Sabretooth around here somewhere. He's got these 2 big old fucking fangs that just hang down and shit. I don't know where he's at right now. Hanging out somewhere. Probably looking for food.
Yeah. It's funny. This one usually just hangs out in the bathroom. She's got her own tap basically because there's the 2 sinks in our bathroom. There's the one closest to the door. She basically just hangs out and lays in there. And then like it will leave the tap on drip, and she just goes in there and like drip. But that's where she'll get her water. She won't drink out of a dish, out of the toilet, or anything else. It's got to be water out of the tap. It's just spoiled ass cat. Then you get like calcium buildup in the sink and stuff because your tap's always on drip. But a spoiled cat has her way, and that's all.
Gotta have it done. You gotta live with the calcium buildup now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I had a good time. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, thanks for joining us, man. Come on back next Friday.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll talk to you guys. See y'all later.
All
Y'all
right,
have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy, brother. Be good.
All right.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate you fucking inviting us out and having a show and shit tonight, man. That was cool. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys coming on, and like I want to get to know you a little bit better, Blazing Asian. I haven't had a chance to talk to you too much. I've been talking to you lots there, 71 DPO high, and I was really looking forward to getting to know you, putting a name or face with the name and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm looking forward to actually. I want to throw one out there for you right now. We'll do it in public. Can you do something with the phrase "terpenes make my lungs horny"?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
I could definitely come up with something like that.
I'm thinking it's something we could put on a sticker for that. We'll
for sure, dude. I can come up with a lot of good stuff for that. We'll definitely brainstorm and come up with a rough sketch.
Yeah, because if people don't know, I've already put it out on Cannabis, but some people might be just seeing your logo here for the first time. I'll get it out of the way again real quick. We're gonna put this on shirts, stickers. The wife said she knows a lady in this area that can do like magnets, coffee cups, and stuff like that. So we'll wait a little bit and see what our budget will allow. It's kind of the slow time of the year for me, between January to March. Most companies, big companies, are getting worked out and shit. But as
Mhm.
once we have money to play with, we're gonna start playing with stuff like that, and we're gonna get stuff sent down to you guys, and yeah.
Hell yeah, man! I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the work you're doing on these genetics too, man. It's really cool. This is something that I'm really interested in, and you guys doing all this work, just teaches me how to do it the right way. So I appreciate it. You know what I mean? For real, all the hard work and dedication you put into this, man, because it is a lot, and this is just now becoming to where we're not going to jail for it. So you know what I mean? Like all that knowledge and wisdom carries down a long way. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, well, it goes with the pay it forward aspect of the cannabis culture, and then once again the cannabis thing, because it's like, it sounds like you discovered it kind of right before I did, because I've only been there for a couple months, and it's just like every person you talk to says the same things. It's just like, wow, great community, uplifting, just like so helpful, and like, wait, have you heard? Can you get two people to say that about Facebook groups about cannabis growing? No.
No, dude. Unfortunately, it's still a huge stigma, and and I'm gonna say our country, but it's nothing about countries, dude. Borders are just silly. You know what I mean? We're all humans. You know what I mean? We're all in this world together, and we're supposed to be here to uplift and help each other, not just stereotype and bash each other. It's so easy to get caught up in some of that stupid negative bullshit. And the media has a huge influence on that. You know what I mean? So.
Yep.
Just being aware, of what's going on around you is really key, and what's really important around you. And, this app really put me on to some good people, Blazing Nation. He's like a brother to me, man, for really. Like, he's good people, and I've met a couple other good people through there. And it's giving, cannabis a voice to where you're not getting censored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facebook kicking you off, Instagram kicking you off. You know what I mean? We just asked, like, hey, put some good shots of good bud on there.
Well, do you know what you were just saying about no borders and stuff like that? Like you hear me keep saying I live in my little small piece of the world up here, not very pretty cut off and stuff. I kind of always I not that thought exactly the opposite of it, right? Just because I've been to the States once 20 years ago or more, and but in the last few months, everybody I meet on cannabis is from the States.
Yeah.
And everybody I meet on cannabis is people that I would love to hang out with. And that I would love to be able to come up here and check my grow out. And unfortunately, a lot of those people can't because they've broken some stupid law. I don't know which ones. I don't care, to be honest. You guys are good people, and we all have our past, and I don't care. Like, let's live in the now is what I'm getting at, I guess. And that's kind of stupid. So I get what you're saying about the no borders, because like I would love to be able to have you up here.
No doubt, man. And vice versa, and regardless, like, I'm taking these classes online, and like we got people in like Jakarta that we're in class with and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's just, it's just awareness as a whole. We just got to become aware as humans, and just really step up to the plate and stop allowing things to happen and stop turning the shoulder and just acting like it's not happening, so. And that's a huge thing that's happening with the cannabis movement right now. And I'm really proud of that. You know what I mean? Of course, you're going to have fucking scumbags and dirtbags and shit like that. That's life, dude, Like, my buddy in the joint, man, I was always, like, fucked up in life. Like, oh, man, like, why does there have to be bad shit? You know what I mean? Like, why? I just didn't know why. And, like, he's a super big hippie, and it had explored the mind a lot, to say lightly, and stuff like that. And he's just like, dude, the sooner you can get over it and just accept the fact that there is, you know what I mean? And just help the people that you can to make that bad that does happen just a little bit better. You know what I mean? So that was a huge movement. Shout out to my guy, John Bursey, locked up right now. You know what I mean? He's good people. So.
And that's Stillwater Pins on IG?
Yeah. No doubt, man. I really appreciate you shouting him out the other day. He's good people. He's locked up for cannabis. You know what I mean? And he was unfortunately locked up at a time that when there wasn't a legal limit, and things happen for whatever reasons, you know what I mean? And he's sitting down, and he's just one of millions, so.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing. Well, another thing, is I've got a different, like, in Canada, our legal system is nowhere near as extreme as your guys' are. From near as I could tell, and feel free to shoot this down, it's like your guys' prison system is run like a business. Like, or they get money to house you guys, right? Is that too far? Is that?
Yeah, and what's really fucked up, some states are privatized. So they have like occupancy rules. If they're not like filled to 97%, like they get fined hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's just like, why wouldn't they want to fill the prisons at that point, you know? So at some point, people are going to wake up and be like, holy shit, like this is just slavery to a whole new extent. People are getting paid pennies on the dollar and they're having to do like actual labor and stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out America, wake the fuck up.
Yeah, where's and then like up in here in Canada, like so weed's been legal here for 3 years now, I think. But even before that, for 10 or more, even more going past that, it's been practically not legal here, right? Unless you get caught growing big amounts or caught with way too much in your car or whatever, you're gonna just get kind of looked at funny by the cops and why waste my time type of attitude. And that's the way it should be. And it should be like that with all drugs, really.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta give education. You know what I mean? I grew up thinking that if you smoke a joint, you're gonna end up sucking dick in the alley shooting dope. You know what I mean? Like that's really like that's the way we were taught. So when you smoke a joint and realize, hey, I'm not gonna die, you view everything differently at that point. You know, and unfortunately, like, you know, if I wanted to go score some weed, I had to go to, you know, what people would call a sketchy neighborhood. You know what I mean? In some people's, you know what I mean? And therefore you're sometimes introduced to other things and you don't have any education behind them, you know what I mean? And therefore you might be more susceptible to trying that stuff, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, you know, it's getting harder for people to cope with what's going on around them in their daily lives and stuff like that. And substances, you know what I mean, can help that, you know, but if you don't have any knowledge behind it, you know what I mean, you're playing Russian roulette, man. I've lost too many good people. I got too many people locked up. I've got too many people on the ground. You know what I mean? Like life's hard. You know what I mean? That's why we're here. You know, we're here to help people, you know, not make it harder. So let's educate people. Let's show them what can happen. You know what I mean? Hey, if you do a line of cocaine, you're probably not going to end up a junkie. You know what I mean? But guess what? This shit can happen. You know what I mean? This is what can happen, you know? So I don't by any means recommend you going out there and trying all these fucking crazy drugs or anything, you know what I mean? But, you know, no education.
Do you guys have the fucking the fentanyl overdoses going on down there like we do up here? Yeah. Like that's fucking scary shit, man.
Well, then all right, here's the crazy thing. I was a dope fiend for a while, right? You hear about somebody overdosing, you're like, oh shit, where did they get that at? That's the crazy shit that goes through your head. You know what I mean? Like And that's the pandemic, that type of thinking. You know what I mean? That's what's dangerous, not the actual fentanyl, because that's going to be around. Shit like that's going to be around. What we got to do is change the thinking. You know what I mean? And that's what's important.
I like you got a really profound way. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Hoping to screw that up your way of thinking, and you're like the knowledge is the key to it. I like how you're saying that. That's very well worded, is what I'm getting at, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying to, you know, I want to become an addiction specialist counselor at some point. That's something I would like to do, but I want to do it through cannabis. You know what I mean? My birthday is actually 4/20. You know what I mean? So it's like destiny or whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know, so it's health, you know, and like I said, I grew up in a state where it was highly illegal. You know what I mean? And I was kicked out of school for it, college, all that stuff. And so it's cool that it's come full circle. You know what I mean? I really like what's going on. And like you said, I hope it continues snowballing into everything else and not just cannabis. Because I've got buddies locked up for some other stuff, you know what I mean, that have no business in there.
Yep. I imagine I probably might still do. It's been a long time since I've been that. I left Prince George about 12, 13 years ago for just similar reasons what you're saying, right? You see your friends getting locked up or dying of overdoses. Some of them are dying in gang wars or whatever. It sucks. It's all bad. None of it's good. And
yeah, I mean,
I was strung out myself, so it's like, where am I gonna go, right? It's so just let's get the fuck out of here, and then moved to Williams Lake, which is a town about 3 hours south of where I was, and it was still doing the cokehead thing, but it was at least away from all the crowd, right? It was more secluded because it was just kind of me and my girlfriend at the time, so it was get rid of the big crowd. And after a few years of that, I was finally able to pull my shit together and clean up a bit. And that's when I need apartment, my wife and her 2 kids, and that's when life really started actually happening for me. It was like, wow, just like, my only regret is I wish I would have cleaned up 2 years sooner.
Yeah, but you know what? You probably learned something within those 2 years that you needed to learn.
Well, but the thing is, I wouldn't have met my wife if I would have done that, right?
Exactly.
Then the reason I say 2 years sooner is because I'd just be 2 years further ahead right now of where I would like to be with my goals. And that's the only reason I say that.
Hey,
but had I quit 2 years sooner, because I didn't smoke weed then, right? Because I quit smoking weed when I was about 19 or 20. Up until that, I started when I was in 11, I think. It was your typical wasted, no ambition guy. And then started getting anxiety. It's supposed to be fun. It wasn't. So you cut that out. And then start up again. And I forgot where I was going with that.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. I hear you, man. Like for real, yeah. I mean, got my cat running around. But yeah, I mean,
strain you smoked?
Say
what's
again?
that?
You remember the first strain you ever smoked?
Well, here's the thing. The first thing I ever smoked was roaches on my buddy Ty's parents' back porch. I can tell you that, with his cousin, who I don't know if he wants his name out there or not, so we'll keep that quiet. And then I remember we smoked those, and then we got the munchies, which we didn't even know those were a thing at this point because we're 11 years old. And then we rode our bikes really fast to Mohawk gas. That was probably not quite 2 miles away, and just like hauling ass to get there and then hauling ass to get back so we can eat these chips. And it was a great time. The thing with strains, so smoking it through high school years, there's like White Widow, Early Pearl, Northern Lights, Hash Plant, a few others that we had heard of. We didn't really know there was strains. It was like basically good weed and bad weed, and you always know purple stuff was going to be good. It wasn't until I started smoking weed again about 4.5 years ago that I went into a grow store in Williams Lake looking for something completely unweed related, and I see this banner for Crop King seeds. I'm just like, I look at the lady. Is that real? She says, yeah. I'm like, can I go in there and look at that? Because it's still illegal at this point, right? I had no idea this whole cannabis culture had come. So I bought a pack of Purple Kush and a pack of Sour Diesel. So I could tell you those are the first 2 that I've grown. I know that, but I can't tell you the first that I tried because there was just no knowledge of strains back then. It was just, I think for the most part, it was all people bag seed growing and then getting clones of the good stuff and then holding on to those. But even then, I don't know, because I didn't know any growers that would let me into the room to even talk about this stuff back then. Another reason I love cannabis, because I've made more friends and more knowledge in the few months that I've been on cannabis than in the previous 4 years to that of trying to make connections and learn on Instagram and Facebook combined.
Yeah.
So it's just another just outreaching. Hey, let's help each other out. Is just I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's what it's about, man. You know, like at the end of the day, we all just want to be able to make a living and help other people out, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fucking live in a fucking mansion somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to grow some good fucking smoke and help somebody else out along the way. You know what I mean? And maybe learn how to squish some cool rosin or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love it all, man. And just, you know, even just the cannabis related art is fun. You know what I mean? Just, I love everything 420. I love what it's about. You know what I mean? Now there's the whole 710 aspect into it, the dab life, you know what I mean? And that's so much fun learning about, and it's so fucking expensive. You know, like it's ridiculous. So that's like another reason why I wanted to start growing, you know what I mean? So I can start extracting and learning about it and doing all that, because the way that the current market's set up, you know what I mean? It's so fucking funny that the way that they want to do it, right? They're like, oh, we're doing it to help all the people that have been hurt by the drug war and shit like that. And we're going to reinvest all this money. But yet, like, the people that have been affected by the drug war can't go spend $65 on an eighth of flour. You know, that's unheard of, dude. Like, come on, $60 for an eighth of flour. Before I got locked up, man, you're paying $25. Yeah. And that was in 2016. You know what I mean? So like that type of inflation get the fuck out of here. You know?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I fully believe that the reason for legalization up here in Canada was to give it over to the big corporations, because you had all these gray market dispensaries that were popping up, and I'd only been to a few of them, and some were better than others, but the quality was better than what you see in the dispensaries now. And
Yeah.
it was in it back then. Someone like me with a medical grow license, I could
Mhm.
sell to these dispensaries if they were willing to buy my product, right?
Right.
Now I don't have that option.
Exactly. It's very user friendly to certain people. You know what I mean? The market and the way and not only that, the market of it. You know, because it's not accessible for everybody, and that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's really supposed to be for the people that need it, you know, and the people that have been affected by it the most. And I'm not taking that away from the person who's interested in it for the first time, because by all means, do your homework and enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, another thing I think about is, because I think it was about 14 years where I didn't smoke weed for. If I had the knowledge that is out there now, back then, you think about wow, like, you know, we all have that. Wow, if I knew then what I know now, aspects to our moments of our life. But I just think like how much it changed, and like, yeah, but also because I would have quit, so that would have been around 2000 ish, I think. But there was already a huge cannabis culture going around, and say like Vancouver, which is one of the big, well, the BC epicenter, really, right? So really not too far away, but we're just completely blind to it up here. Like we really are a bunch of outback rednecks or whatever.
Hey, but you know what? Like, it's funny you're just in that part of the country, because we got those parts of the country here all the time. You know what I mean? We still got people completely in the dark with it that don't know what the fuck's going on. But the thing is, it's still illegal. You know what I mean? And like, that's the biggest thing. It's just like, until the federal government's like, hey, I'm gonna stop being a fucking douchebag real quick, and like, oh wait, more than half the states are medically legal, but yet in the federal government still says no, it doesn't have any medical benefit whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. At some point, I'm not that smart. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I got through high school, but I did. You know what I mean? And I'm not the sharpest. You know what I mean? But I'm not the dumbest. And at some point, you got to be like, hey man, that doesn't make sense. And until people like stop putting 2 and 3 and making like 8 or 9 or whatever fucking number they want to make up and make, because that's what they're doing at that point. You know, well, there's no logic to it.
So the thing that I've always said, because even in those 14 years off, well, I wasn't for me anymore. I've always said, why isn't this shit legal? Because the tax dollars alone. Like I just saw, I think it was Q Bros just posted something on cannabis yesterday. Colorado just made $2 billion in cannabis sales.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, you know how much money they're losing in Illinois? Because people can't afford it, so they're not getting that tax revenue. But the markup between medical and recreational is fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? So people that are paying $70 for a gram of concentrate at medical, at recreational, you're paying over $100 for 1 gram. You know what I mean? Like that's
extortion.
You're losing so much money just off that $70. You know what I mean? Like. So I don't know. It's all new and it's exciting. You know what I mean? So it's going to take some time, and that gives us time to really perfect our craft. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there's always going to be a need for good fucking weed. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a need for that craft cannabis. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're fucking good at it in life, do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be cannabis. It can be fucking whatever, fixing radiators. You know, like if you're the best at it, it's going to show, and people are going to want your shit. They're going to want you to come fix a radiator.
Yeah, nobody likes broken stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Hell yeah, man. I guess I'm gonna give it a good old night, man. I get up pretty early. I really appreciate you giving us time out, man, and letting us hang out with you.
Hey, I was kind of getting to think about the same thing. Thanks for coming on, guys. It was great meeting you.
Yeah, you too, brother. I really appreciate you letting me do that artwork too.
Before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to M. Rods. He's been in the chat. He's the owner of the 40 Acres Smoke Shop out of Florida. I've been talking to him on Instagram a bit lately, checking out his pictures. So if anybody's interested in vapes, pipes, etc., go check out his website and see what he's got. He's like a great guy. Just give him a shout out. Why not? Whenever you're talking to new friends, right? Say hello.
Oh yeah, man.
Love it.
Right on.
That's how all this really started. Was like
that's how it is, man. Appreciate you putting those products out there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you putting them out there, man.
Absolutely.
Right on.
All right, guys.
Always love, man.
Have a great night, and we
next time, man.
Whenever we see you, but I'll be talking to you tomorrow, guaranteed.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Have a good one, brother.
All right, growers love, guys.
All right, growers love, bud.